Let's do this again. All right, you hear me now, guys, on YouTube? And I'll bring people up on from Twitter Spaces. I'm trying to get this all right now. Uh Toby and Blah, do you hear me? Let's get a sound check here. All right, cool. All right, so I'm gonna repeat it real fast. There's 3,500 passes left. 3,500 passes left. So I don't want anybody to cry about it. I've been on here and we've been talking about if you want to mint one, it's on top. I will actually hold on. Let me provide the link for the mint. Give me 1 second. The link can be found on Twitter Spaces. It's on top. It's pinned to my profile as well, guys. So if you follow me on Twitter, it's pinned to my profile. So if you want to mint one, by all means, you can. I will go ahead and let people up from Twitter Spaces, and we can go ahead and have a conversation. But again, I'll stay here until we mint out, and I'm pretty sure that's going to happen shortly. So free mint. It's only going to cost you $1 or 79 cents. I don't know what gas fees are, but that's obviously. I mean, we're not charging gas fees, but that's all on Ethereum. What's going on, man? AP. Oh, my bad. What's going on? C. I only see C. C. Chris, what's going on?
Hey, David. Yeah, I've always loved your content, so I just minted 3 of them. And I'll tell you in just a moment how much the gas fees was. I just did it. I checked gas price. They're only like 13, so it's pretty low right now. So I'm sure it's one of the best times to mint right now.
It is. How much did you pay?
I'll look right now.
That's pretty. That's pretty cool. Even though we're doing one per wallet, it is what it is. We can't stop you guys. Unfortunately, we've done everything possible to make sure that the contract does not give out more than one, but everybody is doing their thing. Listen, we appreciate the support, and I'm sure everybody will like what we present. After this close happens, like we're minting out. Once we're minting out, then we'll come out and we'll talk to the community about what comes next with this pass. And if you miss out on it, that's on you. I've been here yelling for the last 2 days about, hey guys, I think it's a really good thing for you to get this pass.
So I paid $1.97 in a gas.
$1.97. So a free mint that is going to really allow you to participate in an ecosystem with real utility. And, we'll lay out the roadmap and everything for everybody. But participate in something that's really cool. Don't look back on it and say, man, I wish you would have told me. I did this for, I guess, the international markets because I was up late during that time. And now I'm doing it for, obviously, the American markets. We're here now. So there's no excuses on a Monday where nobody's out and about. We did this when everybody was literally out and about. We're here now. There absolutely should not be an excuse for you not to support, number one, G Media as a media company that does not take, and I will repeat this constantly, we do not take millions of dollars under the table from Sam Bankman Fried. No, we go ahead and provide content, podcast, everything that you can imagine. We put it out there and we allow you to develop your own narrative. We do not push narratives. We talk about everything that is everything in the Web3 space. Secrets, man. It's nice to see you in here, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Yeah, I saw this pop up. I went to YouTube. I couldn't hear you at first, but I didn't check again, so I jumped into Spaces. I don't know. It sounds like you got that fixed.
Yeah, I'm always muting myself, man. I'm always muting myself.
Yeah, so tell me more about this past. I've just always loved your content, so I didn't know much about it, but how am I going to turn down a free mint? You know what I mean?
And that's my thing. It's a free mint, like number one. So you off the bat, like we have people that go into projects, putting $500 into them, uh, and being left with the bag, holding the bag. I said this last time. Where I don't really consider this and your standard NFT, where like it's a frog or it's a leopard or whatever that is. This is a pass. We're using NFT technology to create a pass into a universe that's connected to G Media. And I want to talk more about it. I really do want to talk more about what the incentives, what the roadmap is going to be. Like, I want to talk about it, but I'm holding back just because I want to see the 10,000 minted out, and then we could sit down and shoot the shit. So you guys understand that, like, for me personally, and for the entire staff, this is super important because we have put together something for me personally that has real utility and that will benefit this entire community. It gives everybody a voice. It really does. And it gives everybody a chance to network. That's a big thing. Like you want to like NFTs should be used for networking. Uh, it definitely has a utility when it comes to networking. And we're going to use that to our advantage. I mean, no doubt about it. G Media is going to use NFT technology to our advantage. Nobody has a media company like ours. I don't really care what anybody says. We have a media company that comes out here daily. We speak on spaces with people. We create content that is put out in layman's terms for you to understand, and it helps you onboard yourself into this crazy world we called Web3. So it was only a time after 2 years to finally use the technology that we have here, and provide a real use case for content creators, for just individuals in general that want to be a part of an experience, because that's what we're going to make it. It's going to be a hell of a fucking experience to be a part of this. So um, I'm excited. I'm still excited. My excitement for this, it's only growing. Like some people come out with something and it's just like, okay, great, job well done. No, job is not done at all. This is to me, in my mind, this is a 10+ year project before I can go ahead and sit back and say, okay, I can relax a little bit. But that's not my demeanor. This is think my ideas all came from the Marvel universe type of thing. But and in term when I say Marvel universe, it's more like the way they present that entire universe. It's done so well and so professionally that that's the approach that was taken when we created the G3 verse. So uh, I am excited. I don't know how many times I can say that. But again, secrets, I'll try to go ahead and answer as many questions as I can because I have Michelle here and she'll smack me in the head.
All good. I trust in you building. From what I've heard from you in the space for over the past year, one of the best follows that I've done along the way. You've always created great content, great takes on things. So for free mint, I am all on your side. I'll wait here 10 years and see what you build. I'll be a long term holder.
I appreciate that. Look, I know people are going to flip and stuff like that. We're honestly, we're not looking for flippers. That's one thing that I've talked about recently. Like, I'm not really looking for flippers. Though it will happen and there's nothing we can do to stop it. Um, the the biggest thing that I wanted was to have everybody be included in part of it, like have a chance to get in. Like, like a lot of people didn't, even at zero point 0.8, right? Even at zero point 0.8, some people didn't have a chance to get into, let's say, the board apes. Uh, a lot of people had a chance to get into CryptoPunks, but again, maybe some people couldn't go into it, or maybe they didn't understand it. This is this is a lot different than the picture projects. Not saying that they don't have utility. It's just this is a bit different. This is about This is this is really about allowing. I can't fucking say it. I can't say it. I wish I can say it. I wish I can say it. I wish I can say it. I'm only holding back secrets just because I have to keep it a secret because I'm only holding back because the presentation is going to be so dope when we mint out. I really do believe that. The presentation is going to be dope.
So you're telling me once you mint out, you're gonna release some of the secrets.
Correct. We are going to release uh specifically what we're going to be doing for quarter 1. And it's one by one and it's really, again, I want to make this an experience that people enjoy participating in. We are we are the content creators, like all of us. We are content creators, whether you think you are or not. Um, and I look, I wouldn't. I said this also, like I did a spaces at night. I wouldn't put my name on something that I'm putting my. This is passion right now, and I wouldn't put my name on something that legitimately wouldn't hit its targets. And I know that we will. We will hit all the targets that we put down on paper. I have no doubt about that. And it'll be inclusive. Uh, It definitely will be inclusive. This project will be inclusive. And that's the number one thing that I have on my mind or had on my mind the entire time. And you know what? It'll allow for Gokhshtein Media to be the media network that everybody wants. We all talk about it, right? We all sit in these rooms and we talk about, hey, we need a real media company, right? We need a source, a real source. We need a real source that's not paid off and that's not paid by the 1% doesn't control it. We all talk about that all the time. Well, now you have one. Now you have a media company that isn't controlled by the 1%. We haven't taken at this moment in time, we haven't taken VC money, even though VC money was offered to us. We haven't taken any investments and we haven't been paid off, and we would never accept anything like the block did under the table to go ahead and have a certain narrative. And yes, I'm going to take shots. I will take shots. You know why? Because I've been here for a very long time in this space and I've been building. I've been building and I've been helping others build really cool, dope, legitimate shit. And you know what? It's time, and it's time in a bear market. I just want everybody to know where I had opportunities to come out with my own NFT in a bull market. I never did. So this is us, a media company, coming out with something in a bear market. It'll lead to my points here. In a bear market with the market tanking in a sense, I don't think it's bottomed out yet. Close, but not bottomed out yet. Free mint to get everybody, to get 10,000 people in. That's a, I mean, like normal people. I don't think a lot of people would do that. But the whole premise is that we're not alligator project. No disrespect to picture projects, but we're not one of those cartoon projects. This is a pass, and this is a pass that will enable those. If you feel, secrets. If you have a business and you want to network, w- that G Media, or excuse me, that G3 pass is going to go a long way to helping you build potentially your company. So there's a lot. There's a lot of things that are going to help you elevate your game to the next level, especially if you're building a business within the Web3 space. A lot of stuff. 10% right now. If you do have, by the way, if you do have the if you do have the G3 Mint Pass, you do this. I mean, we talked about this already. You save 10% on G Media's marketing. So if you're looking to brand your business, you automatically save 10% on the marketing department from Gokhshtein Media. We don't discount our services. 10% automatically saved if you do have that. So that bodes well for projects in the space, legitimate projects looking to go ahead and market. They can go ahead, pull up with their pass. Great, boom. There's obviously the merchandise. I think I spoke about the merch that the merch is discounted, and also there will be special merch for those that hold a pass. I'm going to leave it at that. For those who hold a pass, um, collaborations, obviously, all these things are being worked on right now. Things that maybe you couldn't attend, maybe you will be able to attend. Discounts on certain. Okay, I'm gonna shut my mouth because the more I'm talking, I'm going to let loose and tell you everything that's coming. And like I said, Michelle is in this room right now. I think she is purposely watching to see if I slip up and say something that I shouldn't say before the mint is completely the mint out is completely snatched up. Look at her with the thumbs up. I already know. YouTube Live. I'm on Twitter Spaces and on Twitter. I feel like this is Jerry's Kids or something. Like I'm on here like telethon, marathon, telethon, right? Doing one of those. Come on, guys. Except that you guys aren't really donating anything. It's more so you're trying to get. Yeah, I got Muhammad. It's saying absolutely, David. Let's see. Hold on one second. I just want to get an update on where we stand right now. And guys, if you can you retweet this room? Can you retweet YouTube? Can you do some handstands for me here? Can you let you guys know people who love getting free stuff? Well, this is free. Like this shouldn't stop anybody. The page is safe. Everything's safe. Your wallet's not going to be drained. Uh, just revoke it right after. As soon as you go ahead and mint out, revoke. I hope everybody's doing that. Revoke. No matter if it's something like this or you're getting a bored ape or mutant ape, whatever it is, always revoke. So your wallets aren't drained by some ridiculous hack that some moron goes ahead and puts out there. Um, let me see how many. We have 6,292 hodlers at this point. Let's see how many passes have been minted out. I will update everybody. 3,500 to go. 3,500 to go. 3,500 to go. It seems like I'm going to be talking for a long time today. 2 hours. I'm going to place bets now. 2 hours. And it keeps on going. The whole thing is if you guys do support us, and I know, like, look, I've never asked you guys to do anything for me. Never asked you guys to do anything for me. If anything, I've always kept my mouth shut about G Media, which might have been a bad thing. I really didn't go out there promoting G Media just because I didn't want to shove it in your faces. I wanted you to actually like it because you like G Media and not because you like me. Or for the most part, I think there's a few people that might like me. Um, but now I'm going to push it. This is it's super necessary to have a media company that reports the news without having any biased narratives. And we do that. We put out news. Our team works extremely hard. And Web3 should be fun at the same time. I've always said that we have some of that barstool DNA in us where we can report the news in Web3 and things even outside of it, but also we have fun with it. And I think we're the cool network. I would define us as the cool network. And I can't wait to look back at this YouTube 5 years from now when we're literally at the top because of the community and the community will have a hand in it. And we're sitting there and we're replaying today as I am literally telling you guys, get the goddamn free pass. Tell your grandmother, tell your grandfather, call your sister, your brother, tell them all. The pass is available. I might have to close it up in the next day or two. And then you're going to be upset because then you'll see what's going to roll out and you'll be like, oh man, can you go ahead and make an exception? And there'll be none. Zero. Also, this is sort of like a whitelist. Putting it out there if I already didn't. This is sort of like a whitelist. So if you are holding a G3 pass, you are sitting in a good position. That is right. Not only are you showing me that you're supporting the G Media brand itself, but holding the G3 pass uh, is essentially like having, being whitelisted. So enjoy. Let me go ahead and pull you back up here. Secrets, what's up, man? Secrets, grab one. Let's go. Secrets, let everybody know. Come on. Let's go. The NFT communities should have an outlet like ours. Like ours. Let's see what's everybody like this. Yeah, I know PBS relationship, but for sure, this is like a PBS special right now. It's a telethon. It's a fucking telethon. I'm not leaving until we sell out. If you guys want to see me get some rest, then go ahead and have this mint out. Legit. You guys want to see me get some rest, have this mint out. AP, what's going on? What's up, AP? On the bottom left, you can unmute yourself if you want to talk. Hold on, I just oh no. Mm.
What's up? What's up? What's up, AP?
I think his microphone ain't working. Um, I gotta put up. Let's. Let me just get this out.
David, can you hear me?
I hear you perfectly fine. I'm trying to run everything at the same time.
Yeah. AP, you said you saw me in here.
It's funny. The most difficult part about what we did, which was only one wallet, one per wallet, is that you can't mint out 10. Like a lot allow you to mint out 8 to 12, and this would have been easy. Like it would have been a layup here. But like I said, I'm being repetitive here, but I want everybody to be able to grab one. That's it was funny. I was talking to our developers, and they were like, "That's insane. Like you're gonna make you're gonna only allow one wallet. Forget about one transaction. You're just gonna allow one wallet." And I'm like, "Yeah, because I want I want to have it to where like I know for the most part it'll turn out to be like 80% of the people that have one actually have one, and I know 20% will find a way to get as many as possible to either flip and hold one and also be a part of everything that we're doing here. If you guys have any questions about G Media at all and what we do and what we're planning to do, by all means, you can ask those questions. I could definitely go ahead and talk about. It's this, just this. You know what? I want to tell everybody about everything that we've been working on, but like, you know what happens? Copycats and all. Not that you can really copycat the recipe that we developed, but still, I wanted to make it exciting, especially for those that have been listening to me ramble about this the entire time. AP, what's up? Mike unmutes on the left, bottom left. Hey.
What's up? Can you hear me now, David?
I hear you, fam. What's going on?
Man, I've been following you for a while, but then I seen my guy Secrets in here. I was definitely going through the mail. I was swapping out some ETH, and definitely got one of those in my wallet, man. Put it underneath the domain name, so I'm here, man.
I appreciate that. Seriously, I appreciate anybody. Look, anybody who minted out, I really do appreciate it. You didn't have to, and I totally understand that. My my thing is that I know that I know I'm gonna deliver, and what I'm gonna deliver is in a fucking experience.
Sorry to cut you off, David. And you know what it is, and that's what it is. You're a deliverer. What made me mint, not because I had to, because I didn't have to. You're absolutely 100% correct. But what made me mint is your consistency, right? There's only few that I see in this space that are consistent, right? And you consistently try to bring that value. You consistently bring that value. You and Akil, you know what I mean? You and the whole team. Like, you guys stay constantly trying to build, constantly putting out that media, unfiltered. It's the truth. It's what we get. You know what I'm saying? I love it. I support that.
I appreciate that. Um, it's hard because it's a grind. We could have we really could have took shortcuts, and I could have took a shortcut. And let's start with this. I didn't need the media company. I really didn't need this media company. I could have sat back, just continued to, I don't know, just I could have been anonymous and just collected Bitcoin, Ethereum, NFTs, bored apes, whatever it is. Like I could have done that silently. Uh, I'm number one, I'm not that kind of human being. Number two, I wanted to build something. Number three, I saw there was a necessary need to build a media company that actually was built from the ground up. Number four, I didn't take a shortcut by taking any money from anybody because it was offered multiple times. And I said no when others would have said, "What are you?" Well, no, actually, people did say I'm crazy. People within my own staff said, like, I am nuts. Why wouldn't you?
Every day. I say it every day. I look at your post. I'm like, "Man, this guy's fucking nuts."
I'm out here 18 hours a day, man. I'm like, I don't need to do any of this, but I know. Look, when I came onto the scene, I wish there was somebody that could help me. Literally, I'm not talking about Twitter Spaces. I'm talking about when I came onto crypto, like when I started learning about cryptocurrency. When I started learning about Bitcoin, I wish somebody was there to also help me, but there wasn't a lot of material out there where like it was like educating you. And if there was material, it was really tough to, diagnose. It was really just tough. So
It's hard to gather and decipher through, what was real valid material and what was just being put out there just to, pump bags.
for sure.
Use people as exit liquidity because, it was a lot of market manipulation, especially in the beginning of crypto. But as far as like the content and people to follow, as far as Bitcoin and everything, learning all the information, a lot of shit I've gathered from. No cap, no bullshit. Not over here trying to ride your coattail or nothing, bro. But I got it from you.
I appreciate it. I mean, like, listen, like, it's nice that we all can get into these rooms um, and just talk. And I guess when I came on in 2000, I mean, I've been on Twitter forever, but I guess in 16 or 17 when I finally jumped in here due to just like somebody trolling Bitcoin, and I just had a discussion, and then all of a sudden, well, people decided to follow somebody who was screaming all the time, and that's me. Um, that was pretty that was pretty cool, and the community helped me build my platform, and for that I've always said it. I always appreciate the community putting me on a pedestal and allowing me to have a voice, and that's really cool. And I saw that there was a need though for like there was a need for educational material, and there was a need for content that was um, put into layman's terms for people that are just entering the space. And here it is. Here is that company. Like after you know G Media started as out as a magazine. It was Gokhshtein Magazine because we couldn't figure out a fucking name. Like the staff, 2 weeks, we couldn't figure out a goddamn name, so we went with my last name. And you know how that goes. I mean, people were just stuttering to try to go ahead and just say the goddamn name of the magazine, but it was good marketing. And then we grew into a media company, and now we're here. Now we're here, and I see everything that's happening, and I'm like, yo, like we honestly, our community built. We haven't taken money. I'm gonna say yet because like I don't know if we'll ever take money, but I'm gonna say yet, just because you don't know what happens. You don't know if there's a great offer from a VC who says, you know what, I worked for major networks, and I know how to go ahead and take your brand to the next level so more people can get into it. And here's what we have to offer. I don't know what happens. So I'm going to just say right now, as of right now, we have no interest. We absolutely have no interest. We're going to continue to bootstrap. But
Can I ask you?
yeah, go for it.
What is your long term vision for
Dominate.
media?
Dominate.
Total dominance.
Total dominance of a media company that essentially, again, like I've said it before, it delivers. We delivered news that isn't, based on our personal narratives. Like there's no narrative to what we put out there. It's just here you go, and then you figure it out. Because most of the time you tune into networks and like they're feeding you the narrative. That's why we have so much division in America, but or globally. But I won't get into that. But you have that. You also don't like, we have a lot of people that talk a good game about, okay, I have this platform, right? It's great that you guys gave me this platform. I appreciate it, right? You have other people that have a platform, yet they never reply and they never respond to anybody. You've given them this platform, but they don't reply to you. You follow them, they really don't care less about following you or replying to you. You're building something dope. You're building something unique. You have people that do photographic NFTs. You have people that uh, Times Square drawing their entire lives. They're looking to get into the NFT space to make a career out of it. Nobody's helping them. Why not? Why you are the same people helping people like me have a platform. How do we give back? Okay, I've already bootstrapped a media company, so I would think in return, hopefully, people would be supportive of that. But also, how do we go ahead and build people up? How do we showcase the most talented individuals in this space? Well, we have the media company, so we have that platform, which a lot of people can't get right because again, they have an agenda and narratives really don't play well. So how do we get that right? The G3 universe will get it right. It will allow the entire community to participate. And that's the beautiful part about it. That's why my thing about Elon Musk is I'm not a fanboy, but you do have to hear both sides of the story because that's how you'll get. That is number one, how you level up in life. Because if you're in a room stuck with a bunch of yes people, you're not going nowhere. And you don't have to agree with somebody who has a different opinion than you do. But as if you can hear it, maybe you'll sit back and have a better understanding. And what we'll be able to do with this is have that exact model to push out there, besides obviously helping people get a platform, which I've always had in my mind. People don't have a lot of money. People don't have no, a lot of people don't understand what branding and marketing is. And that's why a lot of projects fail because it's not that they rugged. Okay, it automatically we call people scammers and ruggers when businesses just fail. They fail because they don't. It's their first time running a business and they don't understand marketing, and they don't have the platform that others have or the connections that others have. G3 will allow you as a business, and this is just one of the things. There's like 35, but I'm just naming one. Will allow you to not suffer that fate, or at least give you an opportunity to win and not automatically come into a situation where you're at a loss. So that's why I'm like so hyped and excited about this, and I can't wait to present the entire thing because I think, no, not I think, I know it's nobody else is doing it, and I know in my heart that I can get it done with the rest of the team.
Nah, that right there, you answered it. Like that answers my question, and you win. it deeper, and I like it.
I'm also tired of being like an advisor and an ambassador, a real ambassador for projects. I want to, if I ever were to fail, I'd want to fail on my own, uh, on my own project, on my own business. I'd rather fail that way than, you know, just be a part of, to be a part of some shit that I honestly have no control over. Um, though, shout outs to all the all the protocols that I've worked with in the past. Shout outs to them. Um, I worked with some really, really like the OKXs, uh, the Geminis. I know the Gemini is hurting right now, but shout outs to Gemini. All these people that I've partnered with or worked with. Shout out to them, um, because it allowed me to build and molded me in this industry to now where like I'm 41 years old. I know what I want to do. I know how to do it. I know how to set it up, and uh, I know how to execute a roadmap. Just because I was able to sit back, not only learn through experience, but also listen to people that have done it and have executed on their roadmaps. So you got to have two ears and one mouth at times.
No, like definitely when it comes to growth in this space, it all comes from observation. Sitting back and just listening, being a listener in these spaces, like you can learn so much. And the value is definitely here. And to just create an umbrella to where you want to open doors for people, I think that's a huge thing. I don't think people really realize what's going on as far as, what's going on with the media, what's going on with, different narratives being pushed on people. And to have something like what you're doing and what you've been doing with Gokhshtein Media, as far as pushing, content out that it doesn't really have a narrative, doesn't really have anything besides, just the content, just the news, and people can then decipher and make their own opinions based off of whatever they believe, right?
For sure. Like let the people decide. Like we're gonna also include like this. There's gonna be a lot of there's gonna be a lot of even even entering. This is what's going to be really cool. Even entering the G3 universe is going to be dope. That's I wish I could elaborate more on it, but even entering is going to be one of the coolest feelings in the world. Like I'm so hyped about the entrance part. Besides all of the other dope shit that's being laid out, the entrance part. Once we mint out, and I can go ahead and say it, that's going to be like you guys are gonna be like, this guy and that team took time. They took time to build this. This is not something that was built 3 days ago. No, no, no. They built this. They took time to execute on this. That's the feeling that I want you guys to have, that they took their time to get this done. And I hate hyping. Again, for anybody who's followed me, you guys have followed me. I don't hype shit. I'm not out here hyping anything. If anything, I'm in these rooms and we're just having a good conversation with each other, talking about Web3 shit, projects, protocols, where's Bitcoin going, where's ETH going. Obviously, lately we've been talking about, Sam Bankman Fried, not understanding where $9 billion went. Uh, you know, my biggest, I got pissed off about the block and the CEO McCarthy taking $45 million or $35 million, whatever the millions of dollars he took from Sam under the table, only to go ahead and produce narratives uh, against CZ, against Binance, but producing fluff pieces for Sam. And it seems like, and if you look at mainstream media now, it's just like, look how they're painting, look how they're painting Sam. Sam is this incredible person. If you didn't know any better, honestly, if you didn't know any better, it would be all of us is sitting on Twitter or social media, and we're trying to troll Sam, and we're hoping to break him, and CZ is the bad guy. That's what you would get out of if you're just listening in to the House meetings and the Senate meeting or hearings, excuse me. If you listen to them, you would think that it's us being so bad to Sam, whereas Sam's the one who went ahead and I mean, literally destroyed lives. I mean, like they're not reporting that because they're paid off. You can't tell me otherwise because you just had a person who admitted that. They've they've admitted that. McCarthy admitted taking money under the table. Our own people. Our own people. The people in our space. So I heard rooms, by the way, I heard rooms where people were talking about, hey, we need a media company that, does it by the books and they do it right and they do it right. Well, look no further. They, you want a real media company that reports on everything on all sides of the aisle? It's us. It's us. There's no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Let me check the count now. I haven't even looked. I would share the screen, but I don't know what the hell I'll be sharing. Let's see. All right. It keeps going by the minute. We're slowly going. Tell a friend. Why is David on right now? David's usually finished. David is on after the breakdown. I thought episode 107 finished. No, David is on. David is on because we're going to mint out. We are going to mint out because you care about me. You care about Gokhshtein Media because you know it's a good news source. And you want to see me get out of this goddamn suit so I can go and sleep for like an hour or two and then get right back to work. That's right. So tell your friends if you can retweet, seriously speaking, if you guys know anybody who feels this way, that feels like, hey, you know what? We deserve a real media company, one that we can be a part of, let them know there are still NFTs left for them to get into. I want them in. I want everybody a part of this. I want every single person that believes in this space and believes that they deserve better when it comes to media, that they want a platform, they don't know how to go about one. I want to help them. I want to help them. We want to help them. Let them know that this is happening right now. Retweet it out. If you don't use your Twitter account to tweet anything, do me a favor, use it today. Be a part of G Media. We talk about citizens journalism. Well, this is it. Let people know. It's us. Like if we want something done, we get it done. We the people put value into things. So I am I am literally I'm depending on you, the community, to say, you know what? We're going to give G Media a chance. David's talking all this good talk. We're going to give him a chance to go ahead and impress us. Impress us, David. Go ahead and impress me. Show me that you're not all talk, man. And I will show you that I'm not. I will show you. I hate talking like this because I like to deliver. I like to put I like to put projects out. I like to put my shit out there and let that shit talk for me. But right now, I got to be on this microphone. Got to be on camera. I got to be on Twitter Spaces. Got to be on YouTube. I would have been on LinkedIn at this point, but people on LinkedIn have no clue about crypto, and that would be very difficult for them to hold their hand and have them mint something out. You guys know what the fuck I'm talking about. Right now, update 6,318 hodlers. It's a good number. Not bad. Not bad. I think somebody said, hold on. G Media Exchange. You know what? Um, Micro. I don't know if an exchange. I'll say one thing. I love Binance, but it would be good to have another exchange on the market to make it healthy. There needs to be another exchange to make it healthy. So if somebody does have dreams of, creating something, in exchange, do it. But do it the right way. Don't do it the Sam Bankman Fried way, but do it the right way. Do it the right way. Look at this. I'm getting DMs, people saying, we are minting. We are minting. I'm just answering people right now. A bunch of friends, funny DMs, really funny DMs happening right now. Oh my God, I'm dying laughing. I'm dying laughing. That's just funny. Oh man. All right. Usually at this hour I go work out, but they ain't no working out today. I'm gonna just put in a hard workout at night. So I'm gonna ask again, and I know this is going to be annoying, and I love you guys. I really do love you guys. By the way, AP, thank you very much for stopping in. I'll talk to you on the I guess on the next spaces. If there's ever if there's ever a thing that I would ask you guys, let everybody know. That's it. That's all I'm asking for in return. Just because I don't want to just keep on going out there and pushing it and pushing it and pushing it. I really want to see if the community will go ahead and push it. I want to see I want to see who's loyal to us at the same time and who believes in us. I'm telling you, I am going to bring fire with this project. I am going to bring fire with this project. I will not This project in 12 months will be held in the same regard as some of the biggest projects in our web 3 space. For me there's no doubt about it. I will not sleep. I will not sleep until that goal is accomplished. Our roadmap, every single thing that we put on a goddamn roadmap, that shit will be executed with no excuses. Otherwise, we do not put it onto a roadmap. I know there's a lot of spaces going on. People will tell me, hey, maybe you shouldn't do spaces right now. Maybe you shouldn't do YouTube right now. Maybe you shouldn't do Twitter Live right now. But you know what? No, I got to do it right now. I have to do it right now because I, the whole point of this is I want to see how strong we are and where we need to get better. Look, I'm being super transparent with you guys. Like, nobody in their right minds will come out here and tell you some shit like that. I'm like that. I need to see how strong we are. And I know we have a strong base. I can see by the data that we have a strong community. Now it's what can I do for the community to make the community fall in love with us? I know we have super fans because we have 63 or 6,400 hodlers. So we have 6,400 super fans of G Media. I know that right now just based on this. But I know in my heart we have more. We have more than that. Obviously, people have left this space. Some people haven't even checked their Twitter accounts in God knows how long due to the current market. I get that. But this is where you build. Right now, for anybody building this, these are the markets you build in. Whatever you're building, this is when you build. This is where you don't focus on price, you don't focus on charts, you build. If you're building anything, you build now. And I'm talking about for this space. You build now. And that's what we're doing. That's what I'm doing. I'm putting all my chips in. All chips in. All chips are in. It's easy to build in a bull market. It is anybody can build in a bull market. Anybody can create anything and make it seem like it's the most beautiful thing in the world, anybody can do that in a bull market. How good are you building in a bear market? Those projects are the projects that I respect. Those protocols are the ones that I respect that built in a bear market. And I know all of them that built in a bear, and I give them massive props. They don't give a hell about their price. They don't care about price. They care about building. They care about building, building. Take CZ and Binance, for example. This is exact what I'm doing right now is what CZ was doing. CZ before when Binance came out, nobody knew Binance. CZ was all over the place. Here's a free marketing lesson for everybody, branding. He was out there shaking everybody's hand. I do that in general, but he was out there talking to everybody, explaining to everybody why Binance is where you want to be when you buy or sell or trade your assets. And that's why it's where it is today. That's why it's where it is today. When people say, I don't need to brand my thing, our protocol is so good, we don't need to brand it. Charles Hoskinson doesn't need to brand Cardano because you're going to go there anyway. That's the wrong approach, Charles. Especially when people don't understand the protocol itself. It's not the way. We can't be arrogant. Just because you know doesn't mean everybody else knows. And that's the problem with developers. A lot of developers can't see past code, they cannot see past the code. You have to see past the code or hire somebody that sees past it. That's how you win winning products. And surround yourself with people that will tell you no, that have different ideas, and that will not be scared to step on your nuts and tell you no. It took Gary Vee 12 years to be seen. It took 20 years for Dave Portnoy to be seen. It takes a while for great businesses to be seen. It does. It takes a while for great businesses to be seen. Some of the most successful people in this world, and this is why I believe a lot of people give up. It took a long time for somebody to be seen. And people want instant gratification. So if you feel like you've done a podcast, 11 podcasts, and only 5 people have tuned in total, you give up. Even though you probably have hell of, your content might be fire. You'll quit because you don't get the engagement that you're looking for. So you'll quit because you're thinking, oh man, like nobody's ever going to tune in, so screw this. No, that's when you continue to build. You try to figure out what is it that the people want, or how do I get this into the people's hands? That's what you need to continue to do. Continue to do that. I never stopped and never will stop building. If it means in the next 5 years, or if it's 10 years, that it takes me 10 years for this company to be dominating, which I think will happen sooner than that, just because I know this community will make sure that it happens sooner than that. I'm just saying, I am willing and ready and prepared. I am prepared to do whatever is necessary legally to go ahead and make sure that this product is phenomenal and that it's inclusive, that it gives everybody a chance and we can help people, and the journey itself is phenomenal. I want people waking up in the morning and the first thing they tune into is G Media. That is right, and that's going to happen. It's already happening, but we're going to take it a step further here. Yesterday, we were having crazy conversations for hours with the staff, even with people that are not a part of the staff, taking opinions about, to make sure that we're building out and we're not missing anything within the G3 universe. And I can't wait to freaking talk about the first entry point of it. Really can't wait to talk about the first entry point. Let me see. Let me go ahead and bring up the stats here. Holy shit! All right, I guess somebody told a friend. Because this is holy shit. It's rocking and rolling. Guys, continue this. Continue. The message must be. This is the message. All right. You guys wanted me to. Y'all want me to run for Congress. Forget Congress. I want to run this. So let's do this here. If you guys believe in freedom of speech, if you guys want education, educational material out there that is free, no paywalls, that is free, that allows people to onboard themselves into the space. If you guys want a media company that does it right, if you guys want an experience, if you guys want help from one of the best firms that knows how to build brands, then go out there and let them know there is a mint happening right now. Do not miss it. It is free and it's going to cost you 75 cents to get it, to get one in your hands. To get one in your hands. Retweet this space, retweet YouTube, retweet me right now. I'm out here. I'm out here. I no shillers. I refuse to pay anybody because that goes against everything. No shillers. No one eats to some shiller to talk about get into a free NFT pass. No alpha groups. No nothing. And the reason why, I'm going to say it again, is because I want to see how strong our community is or how passionate our community is for this platform that I've built for the last 5 years. I want to see. I want to see how much passion we have for this platform. I'll say that 6,368 people have already won. 6,368 people already bet on me. And for those 6,368 people, I'm basing this off of the mint. I'm not basing it because I know a lot of people go to the site and all that stuff. Solely on the mint itself, 6,368 super fans have bet on me and said, you know what? The G Media staff, David, will deliver. It's now 6,404. It's climbing. It is climbing. If you're in groups right now on Telegram and they're looking for outlets to tune into, let them know. Let them know, guys, this is our outlet. This is our outlet. Let them know. We're also supporting David because we know David's going to deliver. You guys know I'm a deliver. You guys know I'm going to deliver. I feel like, honestly, I feel like I'm on on a campaign trail. I feel like I'm running for office right now. I am literally out here running for office. I honestly feel like I'm running for office right now. Yes, it's all real. It is real. It's real. It's all real. Give me a sec. I'm going against heavy hitter rooms right now, though. There's rooms with 10,000 people in it talking about nonsense. I'm doing all this. I'm going against the grain. I'm going against the grain. I got the balls to do it. I got the. I'm Sparta. I'm like Sparta. 300 men only. I'm fine. Cool. We're going to war. We're going to war, man. We're going to war. What's up, DeFi Daniel? Well, you could come on. You know, you always have a pass to come on, man. Come on. You have the G3 pass now, so you could come on anytime you want.
Exactly. No, but I mean, this is where the shit is at, man. Like collaborating on Twitter. For as much as we want to find an alternative to Twitter, there is none, man. There's no second best.
For sure. Like yeah, you're not gonna find something. That's why I argue with Akil. Like I mean, at the end of the day, like tw- whether you like Elon or not, where would I go? Like I was thinking about this. Where would I go besides Twitter if I wanted to leave and I don't like what Elon's all about? Reddit, that's boring. You don't get an instant response. Like it's not that's not what's happening. Instagram, like what am I gonna look at guys flexing their abs? I mean, like that's I'm out on that. What else is out there?
There's also women on Instagram. Yeah, I don't know who you're following, but there's.
But you got what I'm saying though. Like when you come onto like it's like just a bunch of people modeling and they're not even models. Like what am I supposed to do on there?
Yeah, that's true. Honestly, you know, now Twitter is Elon's house, and we're like, we are our guests in this house. We can leave at any point, right? But it's an open door. It's an open door house, and we're the guests, Elon. Um, he doesn't owe us shit, you know. He paid top dollars for this thing, so he can come up with any fucking rule he wants. Am I right?
Absolutely, and you got to accept it. You can voice your frustration.
Mm-hmm. For sure. And I have, right? You probably heard me. Yeah, I have. But at the end of the day, like, really, like, where are we gonna everybody will have to move at the same time in order for a another platform to be successful. Because really, if you and I move, then we're gonna be missing what's happening on Twitter. And we're gonna come back, and just like what happened with Clubhouse, that one day that spaces were down, everyone moved to Clubhouse, and then the moment the fucking Twitter was back on, everyone was like a sigh of relief. Like for as much as I enjoyed Clubhouse, I think I thought it was fun.
Yeah.
Fuck that, dude. Yeah.
I also went to Clubhouse that day and I was like, I went into a room. I forgot her name. Oh my god, she's gonna kill me. I think it's Nika. I went into her room and I don't know, like the vibe. The vibe was just different. It's not what Twitter, because like this is like an all-in-one app, right? So if Elon Musk can, if he's able to develop what he see, like he has a vision, right? And he wants to like make this like an all-in-one kind of all-in-one store. Think about the mall, right? Well, you don't have to really leave the mall. You have everything in there, right? Like if you can develop, peer-to-peer transactions and potentially calling right from Twitter. Like if you could develop all that stuff on Twitter, nobody's gonna leave Twitter. Like you'll wake up right to Twitter and you're gonna stay in the Twitter universe.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he has to show revenue, right? He has to show profitability for this platform, because for those ideas, he needs a lot of money,
For
and
sure.
I don't think he's gonna put more of his own money in it. What do you think?
I think that investors. So I mean, I don't, I, I don't know. Uh, listen, you know what he should look at? He should look at what Facebook has done, but make it better than Facebook. Because Facebook has Messenger, right? You go on Messenger, you can call people, right? So like I like the thing about the WeChat where you can send payments, right? Like all these things instituted into here. I mean, like we already have the payment system, right? I'm thinking that he's smart enough. Like he's bringing in his own people from Tesla, right? And they're smart. I would think they're very smart. I think here's my
I
prediction:
think they're smart. Okay.
10 times he's gonna make 10 times on what he invested.
That's half a trillion.
Yeah. Like I really I believe that like just based on everybody's judging him on 6 weeks. 6 weeks. Like he's been here for 6 weeks. And he said before he started, there are gonna be things that I'm gonna do that essentially he said, like, I'm gonna piss people off. I'm not gonna get it right the first time, but we'll get it right. I didn't like the blue check marks. I didn't like them just because, like I stated, like there are notable people. It, forget about that. There are notable people, but there are also people that have built brands and they want to just protect the brand. And that check mark is available, and that's how the check mark has worked for other social media platforms. I understand where he's coming from. He's like, yo, I want everybody on the same level playing field. Unfortunately, life has not set us up that way.
Yeah.
There is no, there is no the same level playing field in life. You have to work. Like what he did in a sense was he said, I'm going to give you all a check mark so you don't have to work for it. That's how I
Yeah,
look at it.
I was very yeah, I was very disappointed with that take. I mean, he could have really just like slowed down a little bit and maybe implement. I mean, implement something more. Not so much as the paywall, but or a membership fee.
Do the
Because
paywall
you're
though,
right.
Daniel. Why not? Why not the paywall? I'll pay. I paid $4 before. I'll pay $8. I'll pay $11. I have no problem supporting. You know why? You just said it earlier. There's no other platform like Twitter, so I'll pay for it.
Yeah, yeah, maybe, yeah, maybe I didn't say it right. Like, he could have implemented a very tech, more of a tech crypto, maybe something that just like the normal table that other companies have, like Apple News, shit like that. Like trade, like that was the easier route, right? Okay, well, just charge people for that thing, and that was the easy. And I'm okay, I tried a Twitter Blue before getting the check marks.
Yeah,
I'm okay with paying, but I'm saying you could have done it in a very techie, fashionable way, like because Twitter is he could have just taken Twitter to become this like tech company, right?
yeah,
Not so much social media, but like really tech, like really innovative shit, like the Apple of the social medias. But
yeah.
that's fine.
That is that is listen, those are good ideas, but that's the thing. These are great ideas. And like the feedback will allow number one, I love when a CEO is engaging. Like maybe some people don't like it. Like CZ. I'm gonna name CZ in this again. I'm not a. You guys know me. I'm not a fanboy of anybody. Like I really am not. And with the Elon tweets, if you see me tweet on the Elon's tweets, I'm just I'm playfully trolling. I'm not. I like what he's done, but that doesn't mean that everything he's done has been good. Everybody has flaws. Everybody makes mistakes, and it's all good. But like I like when CEOs go out there and they talk to people, and they don't act like they're bigger than anybody else. By the way, somebody said something that was really cool. Yeah, if you guys supported V Friends, you, I've been here. G Media's been here. Yo, shout outs to V Friends. God bless Gary V. But we're here delivering news for this goddamn space. Get that mint.
Yeah,
You paid
I
for
mean, yeah.
Gary's. Come on. By the way, just to update DeFi Daniel, just to update, we have now in the last, I don't know, it was just like within 3 minutes, we went from 6,400 hodlers to 6,532.
Excellent. Yeah, that's really good. I mean, that's really good because um, it's a bear market. And I think I told you in the DM, it's a bear market.
Yeah.
People's attention to things, NFTs are basically at the lowest levels. People don't want to pay you gas, even if it's free mint, which is free mint. I mean, that's incredible. And the gas is so low right now that it's just a couple bucks to get a pass. So, I mean, economically, you couldn't ask for a better time to do this. But everybody's so tired of this freaking bear market. It keeps going south. That having 6,500 people mint, that's an accomplishment. 100%.
And I listen. I appreciate it very much. I'm telling you, like when I say, look, DeFi Daniel just told you. Like I've talked to DeFi Daniel. I talked to Dow Chemist. I've talked to some of the people in this space about, you know, I've been planning this for 2 years. It's not about well, why didn't you come out with it earlier? I didn't want to sell out, and I wanted to build something that made sense. You heard, DeFi, Daniel. I don't know if you were in this room before, but it was a space ago. Like Ross, literally Ross and Michelle, like they stopped me multiple times, not in a bad way. They were just like they were checking. Here, this is where I say like I am surrounded by really good people. Yourself, Daniel, like I'm surrounded by like really good people that give really good takes. 2 years, I could have used my name, and let's be frank, I could have used my name, dropped some fucking crap. People would have bought it, and I would have made millions. Am I wrong? Like when I say that?
No, you're not wrong. No, at the highest of the exuberance, yeah, you made a few millions.
But I didn't sell out. That's not who I am. I didn't sell out. I didn't sell out.
Yeah, this is a time to build. Like, here's the thing, you've seen all those, not all of those, but some of those NFT creators that come up with something, they sell it, they pump it, they get influencers, and they rock the people out, and they make maybe a million, couple millions. That's not enough money to me. That's nothing.
Yeah.
2-3 million, nothing. To ruin your reputation, because crypto, I mean, what you did is going to stay there forever. Someone's going to find out, and you sold your reputation for a couple millions. That's not worth it. So yeah, it's the time to build, and I guess I'm glad that you didn't go that route. But if you had gone that route, and come up with a great road plan, and some attainable goals, I think that would be also be good. But here we are, right? So
Yeah.
I think you're doing it right.
I tried. I try to think of things that made sense and nothing made sense. So there was no reason to put something out there. And number one, maybe some people put things out there and they don't give a fuck about their name. Like, I don't care. Whatever. I'm going to take 3-4 million and just like whatever. I care about my name. Like, the product you put out there forever, like you said, is attached to you. Like, so I spend all this time in this space to go ahead and do something like that. That's insanity. That to me is like a pure insanity. What can we do to elevate the space rather than put more black eyes onto it? And in 2 years, finally 2 years, you guys can go on YouTube and see me interviewing Charlie Shrem, and I said, and people laughed at me. I said NFT technology and tokenization will be the biggest thing that ever hits this market. And I got laughed at. And I was like, no, I'm telling you guys, you can laugh at me now, but you will see.
Probably because you sound like Jerry Seinfeld, so there's nothing you can say
Yeah.
that doesn't sound comical. Like he could be as fucking straight faced, but that guy's funny as shit. Jerry.
Jerry Seinfeld and Coffee with Comedians. I don't know if anybody's ever watched that, but that's hilarious.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That shit is funny. Chris Rock Chris Rock was making me die laughing. I don't know. Everybody got to tune in to see that Chris Rock special. He was
Yeah.
they got pulled over by the cops, and that whole
Yeah, I watched that one.
yeah, it was just he was like, uh oh, yeah, I was laughing. It was just
You
uh
know the one that I don't know if you watched it. You probably did. The one that was really like heart feeling was the one with Kramer. Did you watch that one?
I you know what? I didn't see that one.
Go watch it. It's
I will.
I mean it goes from being funny to being very like they hit you in a heart, right? I mean because that guy went through a few rough spots, and to bring him over, and they talked about what he did, you know, in the comedy, one of these openings that he had, and oh my god, man, you just kind of
It was so bad. I remember that. I remember
yeah,
seeing that. He hold on.
yeah.
He passed away. That was he passed away, right? Kramer did pass away, right?
Really?
Did he pass away or no? Or is that Norm Macdonald? I know Norm Macdonald passed away, but I thought he passed away as well.
Well, if he did, may he rest in peace.
People are looking for the
But
mint on YouTube. I'm an idiot, by the way. Shout outs to me being an idiot. Hold on one second. Let me put this up here. Uh, how can I fucking put it up here? Shit.
hearing that, I see neurotic, Nancy, Charlie. So if you guys hear that, we recognize the PFPs. Oh, there's a guy down there, motivator. Yeah, he's got a pass on his PFP.
There we go. I put it up there. Oh, Kramer's still alive? Oh, I'm sorry, man. Didn't mean to go ahead and say. Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, I thought. For some reason, I thought that was the case. By the way, shout outs to DeFi Daniel. Shout out to Dow Chemist. Shout out to obviously Michelle Ross and a bunch of other people that I'm probably forgetting. For uh, again, I've stated this and I'll be repetitive again. 2 years I've been trying to figure out a way to use this technology to, you know, to take G Media to the next level, and also to bring the community together. And it just so happened everything, finally, if it was at 80%, everything finally came together, and it allowed me to just make that, surprise drop at like 11 o'clock at night on a Friday, which led into me just talking on Spaces until 4 o'clock in the morning. It was a 5,000. It was a 5,000 supply, which went to 10 because I was like, I made the mistake, Daniel. I made that mistake. I'll tell you the mistake I made. I was like, well, 5,000 people, right? Let's just do it for 5,000 people. But then this is not one of those NFT projects, right? It's not. This is different. This is a pass to be a part of the G3 universe, and like, no, it has to be more than it at least has to be 10. And you know, if I didn't stop that, if I didn't pause it, we would have minted out that night. But I paused it because there were a few people that were like, "Oh my god, it was supposed to be 5, you made it 10. Oh my god." And I was like, "Hold on, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck if you're flipping. Like, these were people that were just looking to make money." I'm like, "This is not about money in terms of like for the past. This is about getting our diehard community in here and being a part of an experience that I'm about to create, which will be leading into a Genesis edition." So, guys, the Genesis, well, that's one thing I spoke about. So I guess it slipped out the other night. There will be a Genesis edition, and you will
Can you explain
need.
that?
Say that again.
Can you explain what a Genesis is?
So it will be the full premium. It will be the premium pass, which oh man, I can't fully divulge in it. Oh, but the damn it. She's not in the room, but she's probably it's ah.
I see Nancy here. She should come over and
Nancy's always a support. Shout out to Stefan here. Shout out to Nancy, Charlie, No Place. Listen, I love all you guys. I'm just I have to shout out a few of these people. Yosta, like a lot of these people have been working tired. First of all, they've been supporting me tirelessly. I have no clue why, uh, but a lot do. There are some here that do work for G Media, so I want to just give them a shout out. But a lot have been supporting me. Yo, Charlie went ahead. He's a BSC maxi. He went and got Ethereum, and we potentially could have converted him, DeFi Daniel. He got Ethereum to get himself a pass. So like that's fucking big right there.
wow, yeah.
AJ, what up, man?
Get your passes now before it's too late.
Telling you, let everybody know, man. If you guys were listen, hold up. You guys, I was just thinking about that. You guys wanted to V friends, man. And again, I'm not no disrespect at all to Gary V, man. But you guys wanted to V friends. I've been your friend here. Take out the V. I've been your G friend for a long, long time.
You have been, bro. You have been.
I just thought about that for a second. I've been your G friend.
Man, I like that.
10,000. We're doing it by the end of today. We're done with this. So we can move on because you know why? DeFi Daniel wants to know. AJ wants to know. A bunch of people want to know what's happening here. The Genesis it's the next step into getting um into the G3 into the G3 verse. It's dope as fuck. I can't wait to actually just like I said earlier, I want to tell you guys the onboarding process is probably for me the dopest part out of the whole thing. The onboarding process. Like that I'm excited about that. I'm about to punch this microphone and like send it flying into a wall.
Well, honestly, that's why I minted 3 so I can give two
Yes.
selected friends.
Yeah, selected friends. Your middle name, your last name, and your first name.
Until I finally selected friends, yes.
Jesus Christ. This guy over here. This guy. Unbelievable. Uh let me go ahead and post up. You know why I'm happy right now? Because I didn't use like we did not use any shillers. This is all community driven. This is what I love about this. It's all community driven. That's it. Like it's all community driven here.
And now that I think about it, 10,000, that makes sense. 10,000 tokens, it makes sense, right? Like if you think about the experience that you want to build, it's going to be virtual. I'm assuming it's going to be in person too. So, half of them are probably going to be broke as shit. They won't be able to travel anywhere for the.
Oh my god. Daniel is just straight.
The other half, so we're down at 5,000, right? The other half probably won't, for whatever reason, won't be able to make it with you at Bitcoin Miami 2045 or whatever.
2045.
So this is 2,500, right?
Yeah.
And then you can run a giveaway. So you know what I'm saying, right? So
Yeah.
10,000 makes sense. Yeah, it makes absolute sense.
Right now we are approaching 6,600 hodlers, man. Shout outs to everybody sending it out, the message out there, man. It is I don't know how many, hold on. How many hold on.
How are you from Nancy? She's been posting a bunch of her NFTs lately. I want to see what's up with that.
Nancy, that's what I'm saying. Like, so here's an example. Nancy and Steph. I'm gonna bring up Nancy and Steph, right? So Nancy and Steph really do some dope shit. I don't know if anybody's looked at Steph's stuff. Stefano, who's in this room today. Then you have Nancy. She does really cool stuff. The platform, the platform to be seen is the biggest thing, right? Because it costs a lot of money to be seen. So, like, if they wanted to go ahead and put their project out there, it would cost money. Meanwhile, they have a dope project. How do you get it in front of the people? And one of the solutions that the G3 verse solves. Stefano,
David, what's going on, buddy?
what's going on, brother?
Long time listener, first time caller.
I know. This is awesome, man. I appreciate you coming up here.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. Love what you're doing with this mint. I grabbed a few. I know I grabbed the first one on the first contract, and I was really busy this weekend. I didn't hear what actually happened with the switchover, so I just grabbed more on the second contract.
So you automatically got an airdrop. So
Okay.
that we upgraded the contract to. Obviously, we wanted to. There were. I saw somebody take like 9 or 8 or something like that, and I was like, hold. And the devs saw it at the same. Our developers, there's 3. They saw it at the same time, and they were like, okay, let's upgrade it. Let's upgrade the entire contract and make it really, like, if somebody's gonna really try to get around the system and get 3, 4, whatever. Okay, but it's gonna be. It's gonna make. They can't just do it via contract. So we actually have this guy who wanted to get two, and he paid the price for trying to go around the system. Something like, I think he paid like almost like $500, $600 because he tried to go around the system. So he paid for his mint. So it is what it is. But I again, and I appreciate I definitely appreciate you, man. Um,
Yeah, thanks. And I appreciate all the kind words regarding my work, Nancy's work with all the AI stuff. I know you've always been supportive and reaching out, so I really appreciate that.
You guys have always I mean, even if you didn't follow me, I mean, I'm really into like just supporting like the indie artist. And
Yeah.
I don't want to see you end up working for somebody else who just knows how to brand and market and has a big network. And that's another big thing that's included within this whole ecosystem that I'm building out. Is I said this months ago. I think it was like I think it was around when the Circle of Ninjas, aka On Chain Ninjas, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with that, by the way. Uh, that might, honestly, I don't know if it ever comes out, and some people might be disappointed in that. But again, it has to make sense. This more so. At the end of the day, this one has a similar concept to what I wanted to do with the On Chain Ninjas, anyway, and that was, how do I provide that platform for people like you, like Nancy, to be seen?
Yeah.
And I think, okay, so there's something for everybody in this ecosystem. I'm sure you want your artwork to be seen.
Of course.
Boom. Okay, so if there's a platform and there's a network that can provide that coverage, I'm in. If I'm an indie artist, I'm in.
Yeah.
So that like I said, there's 35 plus things included in the ecosystem. That's one of them. That is one of them, and I think it's super important that our indie artists get seen and don't get ended working for somebody, like I said earlier, who's just really, they don't know how to create anything, but they do have a network and they do know how to market and brand. That's what I don't. I hate seeing it happen. I've seen so many creative people get like 5% 5% from the work they've done, and these people have taken in like 95 90 to 95% of the rest, and that's just fucking unfair.
Yeah, horrible.
So we're I we're designing this. I'm going, and I'm going to repeat this again. My goal is ultimately to have this network held in the same regard as all the top tier projects that you have cemented in your head currently right now. And that's it. The longevity is just, it'll depend on us on how we produce things and put things out there. That's up to us. The community gives you the platform. It's up to you to deliver.
Exactly.
That's it. There's nobody. Once the community gives you hey, you said get rid of V friends and you wanted G friends. Well, here, David. We all came here to support you. Now what? That's on me. That's on me now. But
so we'll get the full roadmap for this project once it's all minted out.
yeah,
right?
quarter one, you'll definitely know exactly what we're going to be doing.
Awesome. Looking forward to it, man. Good luck with everything.
Anybody holding a pass, you're basically whitelisting yourself into the ecosystem. So, and I think my ass would tell you, make sure you have that pass. If you don't want it at the end of the day, if it doesn't, and look, if it doesn't make sense for you, because it might make sense for a lot of other people. If it's not going to make sense for you, there's a secondary market, right? You can do whatever you want. You can, maybe somebody will contact you and say, hey, give it up if you don't want it. But I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I'm excited that I'm on right now with you guys and you guys are supporting the brand. That's what I'm excited about. I like organic building. What's up, AJ?
I just want to say I'm bullish on you and G Media. I mean, people don't realize they're minting a pass of a Web3 media company that's already in function. It's got wheels, it's got 20s, it's moving, it's got different wings to it, and I love it. So like for me, it's a no-brainer. Plus, I'm bullish on you and what you've been doing. I do it for the founders. I do it because I know they're going to be around. So for me, it was easy. I was waiting for you, and you already know that I was waiting. I would be like, hey, when's it happening? So then it happened. So I'm excited. Plus, Acosti down there from Catcoin already minted too, because I DM'd him like, you minting? He's like, already did. I was like, sweet. So yeah. So I just wanted to say that. I mean, it's a full force Web3 media company that you're partaking in, guys. It's not like something that they're promising to build. Something has already been built, and you're jumping in while it's already moving. So to me, it's a no-brainer.
I am first of all humbled. Thank you very much, AJ. I am excited to see how everything plays out. I know for sure. I know we're gonna execute. Listen, growing pains. I'm sure we're gonna go through that. Every company goes through growing pains and stuff like that. But we'll execute on everything that we put out there. We're not gonna put out things just to hype something up and then come out and tell you guys, well, unfortunately, the but and unfortunately's, we're not gonna do that. There's not gonna be no buts or unfortunately we can't. No. There has to be a major reason, a major catastrophic event that happens that says we can't do this because of and so. Otherwise, there's no excuses. You put out a roadmap, you better deliver. That's it. You put out that roadmap, you better deliver. I'm talking to myself too. I'm looking at myself right now on YouTube and I'm talking to myself saying, you better deliver on this. Period. Period. And that's the one thing that you said is it's the truth. We have a media company established. There aren't Web3 media companies that are established. They're not. I know this entire industry like the back of my hand. I know who's who here. Cointelegraph, CoinDesk. God bless. Like if you tune into them, I'm not telling you not to. God bless. But what do? They go ahead and give you an article. And like, is there any engagement from them? Do you have spaces from them where they're engaging with everybody and everybody gets a microphone? Because Web3 to me is all about having everybody be included in the process and not having a circle jerk of a party on a stage and not letting anybody else come up and give their take on things, and questions being asked that are not fanboy questions but are realistic questions. Like there's a lot there's a lot of things that are on my mind that I look at and I'm like, they don't compete with us. We're different. Like we're different. We didn't we're just fucking so different. And I think, you know what, this technology, and that's why it's so beautiful, right? First of all, this is why I love Ethereum. Number one, I love Ethereum because it gave us the opportunity to have NFTs, even though people go tell me the first NFT was made on uh, Bitcoin, whatever. Okay. I love Ethereum because they allow for you to build something, use technology like this to grow a network. And this is what's happening right now. A community, all of us in here. I'm telling you, I'm gonna watch this YouTube video 5 years from now. I'm gonna watch the Twitter live video 5 years from now, and I'm gonna look back at where we were and where we are and where we were, kind of thing, and compare, and how the community itself, because it's all about the community. You ain't nothing without the community. You are shit without the community. How the community went ahead and drove us to the top. I fully believe we'll be number one. I have no doubt about that. Look at my eyes. Like, if you're on YouTube right now, look into my eyes. You think I'm fucking playing? I am not playing. Number one, I am not settling. And one meaning it's not just to have the tag of number one. No, 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 no. It's we are going to be the hub for real news, for real branding, for real platforms to put people, to give people, platforms to where they can go ahead and show off their creativity. Like, yeah, that's the type of shit that is missing, and we're bringing it. And there is nobody that could take. You know what? I can give you the recipe to KFC, but or they could give it to me. It doesn't mean I'm gonna make a fucking. I ain't gonna make a bucket of KFC chicken like they can, man. I'm just saying, it's just truth. We got the recipe. We can do it. We already have the media company built out. I'm hype right now, man. I'm hype. Ross McDonald in here, he's like, yo, I'm about to start drinking whiskey right now. This guy is going insane, man. Um, New update, HODL account, 6,647. 6,647 people. We have 6,647 super fans of G Media and the G3 universe. We have super fans. Thank you. I thank you. I appreciate you. You will be the people that help us take this brand to the next level. We will create more jobs. Oh my God, I sound like a fucking politician. But yeah, we will create more jobs within this industry. We haven't even touched on that. We will create more jobs, not cut jobs. We will create more jobs and put people in the right positions. We will create entry point positions so people can get into Web3. Yes, all of that is included. Holy shit, I didn't even fucking touch on that. No, and no, you're not going to need a master's degree or a bachelor's degree or an associate's degree. No, if you know crypto and you can pass, this is something, yeah, well, it almost slipped out. But if you're normal, you're definitely invited to submit an application. This is, we're going to create jobs. We are going to, yo, look at, yo, I honestly feel like I'm on the campaign trail. Yo, Fucking Gokhshtein 2024. What's up? Yo. All right. New update. 6,652 6,652 super fans of the media network that we call G Media. Oh my god, this is dope. This is dope. And I know people will be like, "Yo, this is a free mint. This is a free yeah, it doesn't matter. It's a free mint, but you don't have to mint. You don't have to spend a dollar." Uh there are people, by the way, shout outs. There are people that have contacted me. Even DeFi Daniel said this on another spaces. He said, "You know what? Even if I had to pay for this, I would pay for it." And I had so many of those DMs, and that was really dope. That people uh, would support that type of shit for G Media. That is really dope. You know. So to reset the room, we're here. We're here minting now. Live mint G3, the pass. Basically, like that pass still offers you things, by the way, which we'll elaborate on that. It does offer you stuff. Like if you're trying to market your project, your legitimate project, you save 10% off immediately. And we don't discount our marketing at G Media, by the way. When we work with real protocols, we don't discount any marketing that we do for anybody. 10% if you have the card. 10% obviously if you have the card. And that 10% means a lot because that like we use money to pay employees. That's a lot to take off, especially when you're bootstrapping. If anybody knows what bootstrapping means, you understand like that's hard to just give away 10%, but you are eligible for that. There's merch, there's private events, in terms of private online webinars, uh, that people are privileged to get into. Not well, I don't want to say privileged, bad word, but you'll be able to go ahead and attend. Um, so resetting the room, you have the mint that's out right now. There's not a lot. Where there's almost like just I hold on. Let me look how many are left. But if you're in this room right now and you believe in G Media and you believe in the entire product, I'm going to ask you again, retweet this room, retweet the YouTube. I have it all linked up on top. Tell everybody about the mint, or at least tell those that are actually interested in being a part of something that's going to be truly special. You know why? Because it's community driven. Once something's community driven, it automatically becomes special because, it's not like one person has the voice, it's a community that really comes together and puts a voice out there. So let everybody know. Let everybody know. Discord groups, Telegram groups, but I'm talking about real people. I'm not talking about somebody looking to go ahead and flip, get in here and try to flip all over the place. I know it's going to happen, but I'm talking about let's get most of the people that come in here, let's get super fans. Let's build an army. Let's build an army of people that are super fans of the brand, that are super fans of freedom of speech, super fans of brand building. Let's build that here starting right now. DeFi Daniel, Steph, AJ, we got Natalie, we got not Natalie. Nancy's gonna fucking kill me for calling her Natalie just now. We got Nancy in here. Nancy's like, did he just call me Natalie? Nancy's in here. I'm hyped. I am hyped. I was like, yo, I'm just gonna come on here. Just let me read some comments from YouTube. Seems I am the lucky one listening to you for the first time, asking myself why the fuck I didn't watch this dude before. It's okay, Alex. In a few days, you'll be like, why the hell am I watching this guy again? As as any artist and pro crypto, I am in whatever you guys going to roll out. Appreciate that, Alex. I appreciate that. And then we have um Who else is here? Who else made comments? Garrett just said, I just minted one. Thanks. Appreciate it. What's the link? Uh, what else? I just want to read some comments here. Yo, come on. Somebody's asked me, yo, I can't mint out because I don't have the gas fee. Come on, man. Come on. If I look at your wallet right now and you have fucking some meme tokens in your wallet, you have no excuse, man. There is no excuse. Zero excuse. Zero. We have now reached 6,660 super fans. That's dope. 660. No, 6,060. Hold on. Yo, I'm out of it. I'm out of it. 6660 is the number. Okay, there you go. I made it easy. 6,660 super fans are now part of the G3 universe. Thank you. Thank you very, 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 very much. Currently, right now, 6,800 NFTs or NFT passes have been minted. We have, you know what? I think more have been minted. Thank you. Thank you. That's right. I think more have been minted, but it hasn't been updated yet. I don't think it's been updated yet. But okay, let's do 6,800 have been minted. We have, we just have a little to go, man. We have a little to go. 32. Let's go ahead and update this score here. Let's update it. That's it. We're getting there. We are getting there. I was gonna ask the crowd a question. Do you think we should if we don't mint out, which if we don't mint out, I'm gonna cry. But if we don't mint out, should we close it up on Tuesday? Should we go ahead and close up the mint on Tuesday if we don't mint out a free mint? Gentlemen with the microphones, you may speak.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with putting like a day or a deadline. Like Mint is closing Tuesday night, midnight, PST or EST. This is your last chance to mint, which will eventually, there will be a day where you do that eventually. But hopefully, it just mints out. But yeah, that is you could do that.
Okay.
I agree with AJ. There's nothing wrong with that. Or just mint out before that. Yeah.
I think I think we mint out today.
I agree. I'm more feeling that.
I just hope that we mint out with some I just really hope that we bring on or we get into the eyes or we're seen by the eyes of those that are really looking for the same thing that we're all looking for. That's really what I'm really truly hoping for. And I think we'll win over a lot of people once we lay everything out. And once we actually not even lay everything out because I don't know if you still win over anybody, but once we execute the first item on, you know, or agenda on the roadmap, I think maybe then right there we'll win people. We'll win people over and they'll be like, okay, you know, they've taken this extremely serious and I appreciate this. I have to tell everybody that's the kind of vibe that I want. That's really what I want. I want that vibe of, you know, they're delivering on everything that they're stating. I Go ahead. I don't know who was talking. AJ. AJ.
That's, yeah, no, I think like for me, I was not aware of the mint until after the first 1,000 was minted. I mean, and I follow you, so it's like, oh crap. And then you closed it and reopened it, and I'm thankful so I can jump in on the second half of the mint. So I did mint. So I think people just need to retweet it and get eyes out there because everyone knows that you've been here forever. So I just think like we need folks to retweet it. We need folks just to remind people because people have all kinds of shit on their timeline. So that's how I see it.
I can't. The one thing I can't do and I don't want to do is push anybody. I'm out here today. Well, I've been. You guys have seen me more actively talk about G Media. Um, I probably talked about G Media more than I have since its conception in the last 3 days. Like I through has it been 3 days? Yeah, 3 days. In the last 3 days, I probably talked about G Media a storm. Like I've talked it up a storm. Uh, Maybe that's my fault. I haven't talked about it much, being that I am the CEO. I should have been talking about I should have been talking about my company a little bit more, but I didn't. Um, Maybe that was a bad that was a bad thing on my part, but okay, I've made that correction. Uh, and now I just thought of something and I started reading a comment. That's you know what I'm from one standpoint. I wanted to to have a media company. A lot of things go into a media company. A lot of things. It's a really hard company to develop and to build. It's not one of these meme tokens. It's not a protocol either. I'm not saying that it's easier. You know what? It might be. I would say this. It's probably easier to build a protocol, a legitimate protocol, than it is to build a media company. Um, because at the end of the day, when you build a media company, there's nothing that you're gonna gain from it except getting news and forget about the NFT technology. When you build a media company, all you're getting from it is hopefully you're getting news from it and you're getting educational material like we have. So I'm naming things out like that. Maybe somebody else is doing it. It's saturated a bit, uh, and like you're personally not making any money from it. From a standpoint, instantly, you're not making any money from it. So it's like whatever. With a protocol, it's like, yo, I'm going into it. It's being hyped up, and people, dive right into something like that, get a bag, and they make profit. So it's a little bit different. Um, I'm just thinking of things that I could have done better. Look, I'm on camera. I think out loud, by the way. If you're watching me on YouTube, I'm always thinking out loud. Always thinking out loud. Things that I could have done better. And that is maybe I talk about Binance and the way CZ approached building his behemoth of a company. But I remember he also started out in the same fashion. There wasn't a ton of people, but it grew. It had the snowball effect because he was actively out there talking about Binance and Binance only, and it was all about Binance. Um, and that approach works because the CEO needs to be out there explaining what the hell what is it all about. And the same thing goes for me. I slap myself on the wrist here because I should have been out there. And I know we have a great staff, and they come on here weekly doing spaces, writing articles and all that stuff. But I should have been out here showing everything off. It's like having a Lamborghini or a Ferrari but you've tucked it away and you've told nobody about it, and that's stupid. So now it begins. This journey begins, and you know what? Maybe everything happens for a reason, and maybe not. Maybe we are going to be the first media company that's already built that uses NFT technology to go ahead and harness that power and just make our media company that much better. And I can't wait to see it play out. And especially that it's been bootstrapped this entire time. And now we can have the community participate in it. Like, it's a win win. It's a win win. Number one, when it comes to the news and the way the news is reported, it's a win. It's a win for all of us. It truly, like in my eyes, it is, and I just can't wait and see it develop. I know in the next 5 years, I have that 10-year plan. I keep saying the 10-year plan, but like I know within the next 5 years, I know where this stands. Like I know I can look back at this video and I will appreciate it, and I will appreciate the people that have been here today. And for the last, speaking just based on the mint, I want to say that I'm going to appreciate every single person that was in this room today, the day before that, the day the mint, which was Friday. Every single person that jumped in to get one, I will appreciate you. Even if you are a fucking flipper, I will appreciate you for taking the time out and minting this when you could have done or used your $1.24 on coffee or whatever it is. Uh, I appreciate you guys, and trust me, you already know I already give you shout outs as it is, and I'm always trying to support everybody. This means a lot to me when people are, are supporting me and the entire company and my venture here to build something that's phenomenal. And I know it's going to get done. I know I said that a lot of times today, but I want that shit to resonate with people, and I want you guys to like store it in your memories. Like, I'm not fucking playing here, man. I am definitely not playing here. I'm going to create something along with the entire team that and develop something that has never been developed before. We're first to market. I can honestly say we are first to market with this. I don't necessarily know that much about NFTs. What is this about? What is the use? I'm just reading stuff on YouTube now. Give me 1 second. I just being that it seems like I'll be on here for a while. I do need to use the men's room. Uh, Got to take a leak. How about that? I have to take a leak.
We got it right, man. Don't worry.
Thank you so much. You guys go ahead and conversate.
Good luck. Good luck. DeFi, how you doing? Johnny came. if we got like a special one, like the one that they had to like start over because people were just figuring out a way to mint a lot. I would love like a special edition, like OG. I was there.
So, John, so you have the ERC 721 contract, and you have the ERC 1155. So the 721 gives you the numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, tags it all up. The 1155 doesn't. So, um, yeah, I mean, like I could have gone 721, but once it mints out, I'll tell you exactly why I didn't go 721 with the contracts. I'll be more specific why. Because there's a whole thing leading into this. That's why I'm like, in a sense, telling people, don't miss out, man. Don't miss out on this. Don't miss out on this. Definitely don't.
I'm not missing out. Hey, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
So you don't have to, drop any alpha. But like when I pay for media, right? I pay for several local papers and like online journals. I pay for, maybe the Washington Post, Barron's, probably all total. I'd probably pay $70 or $80 a month for media.
Yeah.
And news, maybe more. And it strikes me like you could easily have a subscription model to this that I would feel comfortable doing because I know my subscription. Like, for example, there's a local Minneapolis journal called Min Post. It's a nonprofit. I pay, I think, $8 a month. And it gives me access to like special events. Sometimes they send out like discounts to like movies or shows because one of their other sponsors is, throwing a bomb to other people. And I know that my $8 is going towards like a journalist's salary.
Yeah.
And I can see what they write. And it's more like original investigative stuff. I see G Media as kind of like a commentary on a lot of crypto. I see G Media as like a news aggregator in a lot of ways. I don't see like a lot of like on the ground or like original what I would consider like journalism from like go find an original story and report on it. I don't see a lot of that.
Yeah.
If you were to have like a subscription model that was a revenue based thing, like what would that revenue be going towards, like from a breakdown perspective? Like staff salaries, what kind of staff do you want to invest in, which like, or is it like tech, or is it promoting or creating events? Like what would operational revenue go towards if you had a subscription model?
So I'll tell you what hypothetically it would be going towards, and that would be like something what you just said, people on the ground reporting from the scenes. Obviously, bring in more staff, not only just developing a lot of times you just draft when you're bootstrapping, you're drafting people. I formulated to the same thing as having like this draft, like an NFL draft, and you're hoping that you draft somebody, aka sign somebody, and you can develop them into you see potential in them, and you can develop that potential. And sometimes it doesn't work out, and you got to shake hands. But then that's a long and tedious process, especially when you're bootstrapping. But if you go the subscription route, and I thought about this a lot, if you do that, you put up a paywall, right? I personally fucking hate them. Like I hate paywalls. I hate, not that I hate paying, I just hate paywalls. Like if you're gonna put out the news, then put out the news. Give me a reason though. If you're gonna tell me, like, okay, so for instance, like when Elon Musk came on here and said, look, guys, we're losing $4 million every single month. So I have to come out with a program where I am charging you guys $8 in order for Twitter to survive, essentially, and be profitable. I'm game. I'm paying $11 right now for 2 accounts. So that's 22, what, the 11 plus tax, whatever it is. I'm paying for two accounts, the G Media account, my account. I'm paying for it. Because if that's going to help Twitter stay alive, I'm down for it. There has to be a reason why you're going to pay for like, so if Business Insider, I'm just going to name one from the Web 2 world, if they were to say like, listen, if you pay $11 per month, yeah, I know. I have the same feeling, Johnny. If I pay $11 per month, with this $11, our platform stays up, I'd pay for it. Because $11 over, $11 over 30 days is nothing. I mean, listen, it's money. Don't get me wrong. Because in another country, I'm talking like I'm privileged now. But essentially, for us right now in this room, I don't think $11 is that big since we all had enough money to ape into meme tokens. Okay, so like, if you had money to go ahead and do that kind of shit, then you can afford $11 for something that you're interested in reading. I think paywalls are bad. I personally think paywalls are bad. So what if you could just do, maybe what if you could just do a one-time thing? And now, like, off that one time, like, you don't have to pay for anything. It's always there for you. There's events, there's a, fuck, like, I can't, yeah, I gotta wait until I gotta, yeah, Johnny, man, I fucking hate you, man. I love you, but I hate you. You fucking, that was I should have, yo, you know what it is? I know that he comes from a legal, yeah, he says shit like from a legal aspect, and like he can fucking bait you into fucking saying shit. Um,
Really not.
no, but I get it. I get it. What we're gonna our the revenue that comes in will be used to get the top tier names on our platform, develop talent. Um, you know, there's going to be a lot of developing, a lot of onboarding, a lot of, if you don't have a platform, now you'll have a platform kind of thing. Man, I wish I can fucking say more. This ah
Another thing, though, another thing that a lot of like small independent media sources and journals do is like guest journal spots, like or like what do they call it, like a recurring, like almost like an editorial board where you kind of have these freelance journalists that kind of associate with you. I think that'd be a great model to like farm out a few articles to a few people, or like put a bounty on. Let's say if I have a subscription, I can assign, me and all the others, not subscription. If I have an NFT, and all the other holders kind of say, hey, we want to put out a bounty on a story on this. And if someone can go and do a good job on a story that has original content, they get that bounty. Like, I can imagine a really cool, decentralized, like, crowdsourced media machine that operates in the decentralized world based off like bounties, NFTs, subscriptions, that is entirely unique to the journalist world, like, and is fully transparent. It's like who's getting paid,
yeah,
by who, and why. Oh, they're getting paid by G Media, by NFT holders who also chipped in this or that to create a bounty to get a story on this. Why did they choose this story? Well, because all the NFT holders voted, and they thought that would be a cool journalistic direction. Like, that is entirely unique, and I think there's an incredible value to something like that.
that's for sure. I like that idea. That would you would run that on a DAO. Um, right now, oh man, fuck, I can't. You would run that on a DAO. That's something you would run on a DAO, and that would be, those bounties are really cool, and that's where that's where the community participates, and it's a cool thing because everybody wants to participate. You know, and when I say regardless if you're a Republican, Democrat, Libertarian, whatever you are, I don't really. If you have a different, there, everybody's opinion matters. That's my biggest thing. Like, everybody's opinion matters. Me and Nikhil have a talk show, right, in the morning where we talk, and me and him, we are I don't know, we agree 1 out of 10 times. But if there wasn't a show like that out there, and everybody was just like, you have this show, and I watch shows out there that everybody's agrees on everything. Then what's the point of having a conversation if you agree on everything? We're not purposely disagreeing. No, we just there's two individuals that are sitting here that just have different viewpoints. And I really try to understand his. And I hope he does. I can't speak for him, but I hope he's trying to understand where I'm coming from. I don't hate him, and by the way, just want to say this: we don't hate each other. After the show, me and him slap hands, and we're cool, and God bless. But um, at the end of the day, like it's great to have the ability to have people say like, "This is what we want." A bounty goes out, and that person gets rewarded for it. Yeah, absolutely. Again, after the mint, I can go ahead and elaborate more on. He goes, fucking Johnny, man. Yo, he's pulling he's pulling me on fucking Bankman Freed. Good job, man. Good job, Johnny.
I didn't even ask a question.
You don't have to. You did it in a good way, man. Johnny looks like his PFP. When he talks, he looks like, some people look like their PFPs. He looks like the fucking PFP.
This is my AI self. I bought like 100 of them from Lenza, and I all looked like freaking Quasimodo.
Yo,
except for like 2 of them.
You should see what I came out. I have no clue who the fuck that is at all. By the way, to update, we are now at 6,745 hodlers. One hodler that I noticed. So we're going up by hundreds it looks like every 10 minutes. One I noticed this and I started laughing. We have a hodler and his name is bullsweat.eth. That's right, bullsweat.eth. Yeah, I started laughing when I saw it. He is up in here, and yeah, whoever that is, he is now a part of the community. Johnny, I appreciate the fact that you mentioned that. Hey, I would pay for it. I would pay for the ability, or I donate, or whatever it is. I would help support somebody's brand if it meant that it would stay up and would pay the writers and whatnot. Um, I wish more people had that type of they had that type of thinking, because most of these companies are bootstrapping, and and media, like that kind of media, I think they don't run lean. A lot of those media companies don't run lean. They overstaff, and they're constantly in the red. Like magazines, that's not it's not a profitable business with magazines. Magazines, it's a losing business every single month. You lose, you're in the red. And media as well, like you might be in the red. But I think fortunately for us, you know, we're a Web3 media news outlet. So, I guess we're one of these, players that are first to market, but I feel we're really first to market with the NFT integration. Because that I haven't seen that yet.
Well, the reason why media newspapers are in the red is because, like, for example, here I'm from Minnesota. We have the Star Tribune. It's our biggest newspaper. It's in the red constantly, but it got bought by Glenn Taylor, the billionaire who owns the Timberwolves. And after he bought it, it was still at a loss. Like the value of the paper was pretty much just like the value of the printing machine and the property they had. But he bought it and after he bought it, the sports section doubled. And he used it to shill his sports teams and his other companies that he owned. And he used it to, like, for example, when the public was voting on whether or not to invest in his arena, he flooded it with overwhelmingly positive press. So, like, the value of media is not in the subscriptions to most people. So that That's the problem when you have someone that genuinely wants to distribute news and isn't using it to shill an underlying incentive or motive.
Yeah.
And so you have to get creative. You have to turn to like freelancing. You have to turn to like community source news that you effectively get for free, distribute to benefit everyone. And it's a tough cookie to crack, and this could be a cool model for that.
I really think that we cracked the roadmap for it. It's just about execution. And I really do believe in our team, and I know that we'll execute. And if I didn't believe that, I wouldn't have. I'm Johnny. All bullshit aside, I know me and you joke around and stuff. If I didn't, if I didn't believe we can execute with the team that we have, I wouldn't have done it. I Because it's my name on the line, and I have to be fully. I have to be. Listen, you can have pride and ego, but you need to have a plan as well, with your pride and ego and all that stuff. Like if you're not, i- if it's impossible to do, then you can't do it. Like you just have to say, you know what, this is something that is impossible to do. Let me not fuck around with the community. But I know what implement. We already have the media company. We now implement this NFT technology that I was laughed off about it in 2017. I will fucking show you the video and I will show you the fucking press that came out on it. I was laughed off in Canada, but that's fine. That's fine. Don't care, but NFT technology is not just for pictures. It's not just for pictures. Shout out to people that, did projects with utility based on pictures. That's cool. I got into Bored Apes. I got into Mutant Apes. That's fine. But taking the technology itself and putting it into a media company and then making this ecosystem, this is first to market, and there's nobody. I, I fully believe this in my heart. I don't think they'll. I'm willing to go. I'm willing to go days without sleeping to make sure I execute on everything that comes out. I'm sure there are people that have the same mindset as me. Let's see if they can go ahead and bring it like I bring it. I'm betting on myself. I'm putting my name out there. I'm doing all this shit that I don't have to do, but I want to do it. That's the thing. I am. I want to do it, and I'm willing to die to do it. It's the same thing like uh oh my god, forgot his name. He just got beat in the MMA fight. He was the middleweight champion. He just got Israel said round 5 there was a match. I forgot who he was fighting. He said, "I'm willing to die in this ring tonight." The other guy wasn't. I was though. I was willing to die. And I'm willing to go ahead and fall on the sword on this, but I will see this through. What's up, 0xz? Can't see your full name on this goddamn thing, so I'm just. Zayna, what's up, man? She had her hand up, so.
I think I'm kind of rugging, so I feel like I don't hear everything everyone's saying, and I'm trying not to risk speaking over anyone.
No, you're good.
Can you hear David?
No, she can't hear us. Somebody should tell her to
drop off and come back up, Zayna.
I'm gonna try connect again.
Okay.
Right now, if you have some time, man, I can't believe I'm doing this. This is so unnatural for me, but okay. It really is on. Yeah, go for it, because like I this is so unnatural for me to fucking say like retweet like.
Everyone, tell your friends that David's actually doing this mint right now, which actually I have been excited for and DMing him about for the last 6 months. When are you doing this? And he's doing it, and I was prepared like Johnny. I was like, did not expect it to be a free mint. I still like, wow, okay, that's really nice of you, just to say, here, community, if you want to be a part of it, let's go. And so retweet it, tell your friends, and it's going to close at some point. He's deciding right now what time, what date he's going to close his contract up. And then that's it. Leave it up to the future. But retweet this space and let's tell friends to come in here and mint.
Where can I find the mint link again?
I love Zaina. She's gonna mint again.
Like 3.
I just honestly, I'd love to get. I really would love to get. I want to get our community in this so bad. Like I want to bring our whole community. Listen, it's not gonna happen today, but slowly and surely get our entire community in this. Like in this.
Well, they can come buy it from me.
There you go. Here we go. Here we go. She's like, I got it.
Hello?
Yes.
What is this about?
Doing so. We are talking about when you go to the doctor and the doctor holds your balls and asks you to cough twice. Have you ever had that kind of experience?
No.
Okay, so that's what we're talking about today. About our some of the guys here when we go to the doctor and the doctor tells us to pull our pants down and holds our balls and asks us to cough. What was your experience like?
So you have NFTs which are balls, and you have also NFTs which are coughing, and you give them to a doctor.
But I thought you said you don't know what this room was about.
No, I can read.
Oh, now you can read. All right, so it's a free mint. It's free, right? It's free.
What is this NFT about?
It's just, I don't know what actually. Come on, man.
We can explain it here. Yeah, it's balls and gags. So it depends on if it's an odd number mint, you get the balls. If it's an even, you surprise, you get the gag. And yeah, that's about it. So, and if you have 2 of those, you have to have an odd and even, you get the cuff in front of the doctor.
Okay.
So please go ahead. There's a link up there. If you scroll down on this spaces, you're gonna find the link to mint. So please go and mint a couple and see if you get lucky.
We got the prostate exam on the roadmap already.
That was not going to be announced, but yes. Thank you, Johnny.
Oh my God, I'm crying, bro.
You're going to have to meet Dr. Gokhshtein. Is this the New York or the Miami office?
Send them to the Miami office.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's going to be nice and warm. So, I guess it will be less tight of a weather, I will say. So Sasha, please go ahead and show us your mint once you're done. Get a couple just in case you want to get the balls or the gag, and yeah, man, come back when you're ready.
I'm watching our Discord. By the way, our Discord room. Anybody who has the pass, the G3 pass, there will be a special channel to where you will have access to the Discord room. Well, there'll obviously be updates and all that stuff in regards to the ecosystem. So anybody holding the G3 pass has full access to that. Also wanted to update that we're closing in on 3,000. So I updated it from 35 to 32 to 31, about to be 3,000. I'm reading the room, by the way, and there's somebody who stated, well, I minted 6. Thanks. Appreciate you somehow going around the entire system. Enjoy all your wallets, I guess. Jesus.
It's a very normal occurrence.
I know that. No. But listen, there was one thing that the developers were, when we were sitting and were developing these contracts and stuff, they were like, well, do you want to do like 8 or 12 transactions right off the bat? I'm like, yeah, but then that would be an easy sellout, right? Like it would have sold out quickly. Like really, in reality, if I would have dropped it when I dropped it on Friday and I had it set up that way, 8, and then left it open to multiple wallets, how fast would it go? Like Yeah, think if I made it 8 to 12.
Oh, dude, it's done in like 2 hours.
So like if if 5,000 were done in 4 hours, like that's my whole thing.
I think it's perfect one for one, Wally. You did it, and you got a high number count. You got a high holder count, dude. Like, even if someone mints 2 or 3, you're gonna get those guys. Whether
Yeah,
they
but
believe in you, whether they want to flip, or whatever the hell the reason is.
and that my thing is like I get to see, okay, let's say somebody is a super fan of us and they minted 6 or 7 just to show support. That's great. But so my thing is like if we can get like my whole thing was, and like they thought I was crazy, but they were like, I was like, I want to know what the real count is though. Like I want to know who really likes us. Like seriously, like who really likes us and what can we do better to turn you into a fan of the network, right? Like what I can do better to go and make you wake up in the morning and tune into us first. So that was really the goal of this entire thing.
I think you're doing it though. Like you're basically okay. It's inflated by like a couple here and there, a couple people, but it's really hard to get a clear number. But your holder count is still going to be on the higher side, way higher side than what we see on normal drops. So just FYI. But I hear you, of course.
What's the normal? I was counting. Like the normal would be around like I've seen like 33% to 35.
Yeah, definitely under 40%. Like people like wish to hit 40, 50. Like if they hit like over 40% on an NFT collection, they're excited.
So right now we're at 97% unique owners. That's stat says 97%. I'm thinking honestly it's probably like closer to maybe 80%. If I want to really if I really want to go down on it, it's probably 70%. But I'm thinking it's 80%, give or take. So
Right.
that was really the mission. Like, okay, I know that like 97%, nice number to look at, but like what's the real number? It's 80, and that's fair. Okay, cool. We have people like yourself, like you're talking nice, and I appreciate it, and so did Johnny and a lot of people in here. But like, who's willing to go on this journey with us and support us, and make us that network? And that's how you'll build a successful protocol. Is if when you have real stats in front of you, not Sam Bankman-Fried stats, but real stats, not using QuickBooks, but real stats that show you every. That's why blockchain is amazing, right? Smart contracts are amazing, even though there are some maxis that say otherwise, that say Ethereum is garbage. But this is amazing that you can sit here and look at things real time, develop things on, and no disrespect to Solana or whatever. A lot of people ask me why I didn't go on Solana or whatnot. I'm just more comfortable with Ethereum. I've grown up on Ethereum in this space, and I feel that right now there are more people on Ethereum, and in the long run, Ethereum's here to stay. And I know this is going to be unpopular, but it potentially will go ahead and flip Bitcoin. And listen, people put, like we've been talking about this the entire time. People put value on people. It's the people who put value on things, not because somebody's telling you it's the best thing since sliced bread. And that means nothing. People have to see that value.
I think you have different levels of supporters. Like the ones who are minting today are the ones that not only support you but then understand NFTs or Web3, like want to be full-time Web3, believe in it. Like there's different levels of supporters you have, right?
For sure.
So this one is a Web3 NFT, can see NFTs being integrated with media. That right there, a lot of people can't see that, even if they like crypto. So it's a niche within a niche within a niche, but it's still needed, and it's still like coming down the line whether people like it or not. So I support this. Why? I'm a like full-time, want to be full-time Web3 guy. I see where this is going, and I kind of found my niche within it. And you've always been there. You actually were at the start. I know this is not blowing smoke, but you checked me like a year ago and said, if you don't like what you see in this space, like go do something about it, AJ. And I'm like, well, shit, you're right. All right, see you later. I gotta go. And I went. So for me, like, I was always ready to mint. But I'm saying other people, they have to see it, you know? And sometimes they just can't see it yet.
Well, good news.
Where does it work when the doctor tells you that you have prostate cancer?
Oh my god, I'm gonna flip you off, bro. Like I can't, man. I just want to tell you that 3,000 are left now. It's 3,000. We're down to 3,000 left. We have 6,818 unique holders, give or take, plus or minus. It's like election night. Zena, what's up, Zena?
I'm hoping my connection's a little bit better. I actually just wanted to say hi to everyone. And I completely love the idea. I love the idea of, and I said this in one of your spaces 2 nights ago, that I love the idea of NFTs being used as memberships of subscription-based model businesses. So if that is something that is in the future, that's pretty cool too. But yeah, also kind of just came up to say hi to AJ because it's been a while. Last time we spoke was when you were in Dubai, man.
Yeah, David, we went to the Algorand Decipher conference.
That's so dope.
Yeah, it was crazy. And she went off, and I was like, "Be safe, Zena." Like right when and then it was a wild night. It was a wild week, and a bunch of crypto people. To me, crypto conferences are like speed dating. It's like they come up to you, "What do you do? What's your chain?" It's like, "Okay, hi, my name's AJ. No, I don't want to take a selfie, and have a nice day." But no, but Zena was a great sport, and we went crypto conference hopping together.
That's how it's supposed to be. Like, first of all, shout out to Algorand. I love Algorand. I think the only thing I honestly do believe that they're missing, and I've been saying this for so long, is the branding aspect. I've told Sean this. I've told everybody within Algorand that branding and marketing is their probably Achilles heel. Like the FIFA, partnership, they could have done it. They're still lagging on it to present it to the general public. How big it is. Like, look, I presented the stats. I think this morning you have 107 million people that tune into, or 120 million people on average that tune into the Super Bowl. Yesterday you had 2 billion people tune into the World Cup. So FIFA is huge. I mean, soccer is huge in Europe, like huge. It's huge around the world. Forget about the World Cup. Like any championship game is drawing in millions of people. So to have that kind of partnership, they should be doing so much better. Especially like their tech is phenomenal. Like if anybody knows about Algorand, the tech is there. There's no question about the tech. It all comes down to the branding. It really does. Like it needs to be put together in a way where people really do understand it. So it makes it, listen, for instance, if there was some sort of branding and marketing being done, I could have potentially done this entire thing on Algorand. But being that I'm not shitting on Algorand in any way, and because I have it and I love it, but you're not gonna have many people, trying to access this mint on Algorand. It's just the plain truth. It's going to be very hard, and people will be like, freak it. I don't care if it's a free mint. Like I'm out. Like that's why Ethereum right now will remain king until I guess until people start fucking listening to the community. Same thing with Cardano. Like nobody knows what the fuck to do with Cardano. Like you could say Charles Hoskinson can get on his live streams all he wants, but you could say it's the greatest thing that's ever been invented. If nobody knows how to use it, they're out. They're done. They don't care. They don't care. People want easy. Like when you go use Instagram, like it's easy. You take a picture, you put a filter on it, you put a caption in, you're done. It's 1, 2, 3, except the picture part. 1, 2, 3. The picture part is just because you're looking at yourself and you're trying to figure out how can I go do digital plastic surgery on myself. And so God forbid I go missing. Okay, God forbid I go missing. Nobody's ever gonna find me because I don't even look like the damn goddamn picture that I'm putting it up here. So,
Neither do I.
you know what I'm saying? I mean, like, God forbid you go missing, we put up the ape and just like, hey, have you seen this person?
I do have blue hair.
We'll let that's. All right, here's an update. I feel like this is like election night. You know when they do election night? It is, right? All right, so uh I still can't get over the bullsweat.eth address, but okay. 6,829 hodlers now, and we are past the 7,000 mark. So let's go, community. Let's go. You guys are on fire today. You actually appreciate what the fuck we're doing here. So I appreciate you. Let's retweet. Let's retweet everything. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Twitter Live. I'm on Twitter Spaces. Let's retweet. Let's get this going. If you need explanations, I'll be more than happy to go ahead and dive deep into it as much as I can, because I've noticed that the spoiler has joined the room, and that is Michelle. She'll probably make sure to throw a pan at my head if I go and elaborate on anything further than I've already elaborated on.
All right, so I brought James. I think I'm the worst bouncer here. I don't know my thoughts.
That's funny.
I'm gonna get fired. Hey James, you're on.
Well, that'll go to a Dow vote.
Quick little thoughts on they're going to be hiring an NFT person. I think they just did Algorand. So if you don't hear any noise in the next month to 2 months from Algorand NFT side, that means they hired the wrong person.
Well, they've hired so many people that honestly, if it happens, great. It is what it is. I know the new CMO. She's nice, but like, hopefully she can deliver. It's really one of those, like, on the foundation side.
She's the lady that dresses funky, right?
I think so. Man, that's yeah. I mean, listen, we're a free. This is what G Media is. We go talk. We're not politically correct here. None of us are. I think that's what we all look for.
You're definitely not politically correct.
I am very politically correct. I'm one of the most. Listen.
I feel like political correctness.
The cool thing about your drop, you're getting some NFT degens because it's an NFT project. So Block's down there. He's a moon runner. He's minting. Just DM me.
Block is it? Where's a?
He's a DJ.
Do it blocks. Mint 10 of them, and then we'll sell them all later.
Oh, that's okay. What are blocks? Thank you very much for your support. Appreciate it. But like blocks, for instance, you know what? There's one thing I was thinking about. So the Web3 community, I see all these shows that the Web3 community throws up there, like NFT mornings and stuff like that. Shout outs to them.
Totally uninformed opinions.
Say that again. Yeah.
Totally uninformed opinions.
Yeah, I've listened in, and I'm like, there has to be, no disrespect, I think there's a few that I like, but it's like, maybe it's just me and my cup of tea. I sit and listen. I'm like, this is really like, okay, some of this stuff is cool. It's cool, but like, not everything that you're spinning is alpha, and you're calling it alpha. So like, it would be nice to just say like, okay, like, have this, just do a better show, like, build a better show, like there are great there's great value in some of these shows, but like, they can do so much better. So like, that's one thing I would like, love to fix moving forward, as we dive deep into, obviously, a real media company uh, coming in using NFT technology, that was a media company, by the way, I'm going to say this again, that was born in Web3, helping some of our brightest, let's say, content creators get on the right path. Because listen, I've been a content creator since forever. There might be things that I can help out with, might be with to get your show on the right path. Numbers mean nothing to me because anybody can have 2,000, 3,000 people in a room, but half of those are fucking bots. So that absolutely means nothing to me. Your content means everything to me. Some of the best rooms I get into are rooms with like 12 people in them, and people are just talking about uh and talking and just dropping the most insane alpha that I've ever heard in my life. Those are the rooms I love. So I think we'll be able to do a better job with Web3 based NFT strict. I'm talking about strictly NFT type type of spaces or podcasts that really elaborate and give you a better definition of what the fuck everybody's talking about. Because there are a lot of people that want to get in to certain projects and this, that, and the third, and like it's all hype and hype and hype, but little explanation. There's little explanation and a ton of fucking hype, and we need to do a better job of that. And that goes for crypto as well. Like it's not just the fucking Web3 thing, but being that Web3 is so, and when I say Web3, NFTs are so new to people. I think it ran for 6 months, man. I mean, I've been
because to me it's just extremely unorganized. A lot of the shows are like could be so much better, like you said. I don't know if you know the Moonbird guy, Ryan Carson. He set up a show, and now it's something, and he's got the voice of DeFi in there. He's got this awesome voice. He's just got the whole show situated perfectly.
yeah.
Now, I know that's his style, but that's how it can scale other than just being like a garage or a barbershop or, that could only, I mean, it could grow, but it would need to grow differently. So, but I'm just saying, like, I've seen it. I've done it with Friends Radio. I was their first space host, and now they're running like freaking 15 shows. And I just was the first host, and I dipped. Said, here you go.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to be doing that with Sappy Radio. So I'm going to be doing that for their community. So just boom. And it's just kind of like just organizing it and get a message, get what you want to get out, and don't be sloppy. And don't waste everyone's time because no one likes that. And give alpha, make it quality, and then, be transparent. It's a pretty simple, like, method, man. It's not even common sense. But anyways, I had a flashback of my entire year when you were talking. That's all I'm saying. I was like, whoa. So I just wanted to say, I think you read that perfectly.
Some people just want to hear the voices. Like it's these echo chambers and like,
Echo.
Yeah, James.
Hey. Okay, I have a simple question. Why does that always happen to me after I speak?
I have no clue. That AJ, that's you, bro.
What am I acting? I gotta work on my energy.
That's hilarious. All right, James, go for it. Yes, James. I think James is ordering at McDonald's or something. It sounded like, it sounds, you're driving through he's in the drive-through. You know that. Nobody goes and No, I'm reading. Thanks, Steph. Appreciate you, bro. No, I was reading. I'm just reading messages. The alerts coming through. Um, yeah, I agree with you. I would actually. I'm blunt as fuck, but I'm holding back on airing one show out because I think I think one of the personalities is really cool. The other one is a total dickhead, total fucking dick. And I would tell him to his face, like, you're a dick. Like, and how did you get into this space? Because you're a dick. Like, that's, yeah. Uh,
I probably know who you're talking about.
Total dick. Like, complete dick. Like, not even interesting to even listen to kind of dick. Like, there are certain dicks that you can listen to, and this is one of those dicks you can't listen to.
What a dick.
What a dick. We should make a show. I mean, we should make a shirt called What a Dick and have his face on it.
That thing was scale.
Definitely scalable. Let me. All right. What a dick. All right, we're up to 6840 in holders. There we go. Do that again. Who was that? Okay. 6,840 holders. And let's see. Hold on. Let's see how many. We're climbing. We're climbing, but we need your help. I sound like a telethon. But we need your help now. Listen, what is that? Me? Should I twerk on Twitter? If I DeFi Daniel with the sound effects.
I'm sorry. I was trying to time it to when you were gonna say something, and it ended up horribly.
I think we should tell the community. You have a guy who is sitting on 3 social media platforms right now. He is out here selling to you why this media company will be able to bring an entire community together. So we must band together and come together as one and support this initiative. Yo, it's a fucking free pass.
Support the green eyes.
There you go.
He's got the hair, I don't, but I got the green eyes, so I'm good.
Unfortunately, my green eyes, for some reason, are not visible on TV right now. Right now, yeah. I gotta shave though, and I gotta get a haircut. I was thinking about growing out my hair long, but I don't know. I'm willing to get naked though if we sell. No, I'm kidding. I am not getting naked if we mint out. That shit is not happening. But we're minting now. If you're in this room and you appreciate, again, if you appreciate the product that we deliver and you want to see it, if you want to see it grow, then let everybody know. If you're into journalism like this, a media company that calls it as it is, even on its founder, then let the people know. If you can't stand the blocks, the people that received money under the table and acting like shocked when they found out, well, support a company like ours that hasn't taken any VC money as of this moment and hasn't been paid under the table and that has bootstrapped its way to its current position. That's really my biggest thing. My biggest thing is that. Yo, Asia was mad at me though. I got to tell you, Asia was mad at me when I went and said, "You know what? We need to do the 10K supply because I really felt that's what we should have done in the first place." The Asian flippers were mad at me. They said, "This is a scam. This is a scam." I'm like, I was like, A who? Scam. I'm like, a scam? A free mint was a scam? By the way, I thought this was really funny. I will address this with the crowd. Funny. We've had so many submissions. By the way, tune in December 29th. We have the award show. Yes, a real award show. A real award show that the people have a say in. Okay, not journalists like CoinDesk putting out some influential list and putting on people that have been who took one day out of the year to come in to Twitter or Web3 to say hello. No, 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 no. We have a real selection, real categories. December 29th, we will be live and we will be giving out awards to people within this entire space.
December 29th.
December 29th.
December 9th. What the hell? Come on, you guys. I don't have any money. Nothing. Barely surviving. I'm running on fumes trying to get home.
It's a free show, man. It's a free show, man.
What the hell am I supposed to do?
All right, James, but it's a free show.
Whatever. Free my ass.
Damn.
Torture. Absolute torture.
James.
Bearable torture.
James, yet you are able somehow, some way to pay for an internet connection to be able to get onto Twitter. Says a lot about your situation currently. I love when people say that they're broke as hell, yet they're up on stage. You can't afford a gas fee, but yet you can afford paying $11 for Twitter, $59.99 for LinkedIn. Let's keep it a buck, as they say around the way.
So, well done. How are we looking? This is a true mint day, bro. David, you have a lot of puns. Like, let's comment all together. What did you say? Something about right now your balls is torture. And there was another one I just missed. I keep forgetting, man. You had some really good clips.
The sound bites are phenomenal. The sound bites are definitely good.
Just on that, the free mint, the gas that you have to pay for this free mint, that's, it's paid for, right?
Am I not worth is G Media not worth the dollar? Is it not worth the dollar? I'm just messing around. Free mint. You know what it is? I want to mint out already. So at least by tonight or even tomorrow, we can already discuss, kind of like quarter one. I'm again, like I'm gonna say it again. I'm excited about the entry into the universe that we've built. That's what I'm really excited to talk about. It might be corny and some people will be like, "Yo, he was really this excited for this," and like to me, yeah, like absolutely, like this was like that's a major to me. If I got something like it, I would be like, "Oh shit, this is different." So like, yeah, I'm excited to talk about it. Definitely excited to talk about the entry point. Moving into the genesis part of the entire trip. I said it, the genesis part. There will be a genesis that comes. Only available to NFT, mint, holders.
Awesome art, right?
I was thinking of taking a picture of my balls and just putting it on and just.
Sure, James then would mint it if it's.
Oh yeah, James would find money for that. Fucking well, motherfucker would go to a sperm bank and shit. Find money real quick.
Yeah.
The exciting part about this is like, look, if I was holding like a crypto room or anything, I would have like a stupid amount of people. And being that I'm holding an NFT room, I'm not gonna have that. I don't have that clout. Okay, I'm not that cool in the streets and in the NFT streets, right? I'm not paying. Somebody sent me a DM. I'm not paying for shillers. I'm not gonna pay for anybody to advertise in the NFT rooms. I don't give a fuck. You know, I'm gonna tell you one more time. I'm looking in the camera. You don't understand what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to build. I'm building something like that's super unique. I don't care about. I don't care about that selling out in 4 minutes shit. Like that's if I wanted to sell out in 4 minutes, I could do it. I don't want to do it. That's why this is tedious right now. It's like why it feels like I have a hammer being smacked into my nuts every second.
There you go. Get another batter.
Next weekend.
Hey, say what you will about games, but it sounded like a real honest person, right? It sounded like he was a real deal, right? Like he's not pretending. He was like fucking fumbling on his phone, ordering McDonald's, and then he was angry because the gas. He's out of gas. I don't know if he's trying to make it work or what. But he seemed like a real deal, right? Like a real experience, like a people experience.
You really think he was real?
I mean, he was in a bot, right? So he was like, I think it was real, man. Let's bring him up.
All right, cool. Bring him up. I don't know where he is. I don't control this room.
I have a quick question, David. Are you a Jets fan, Buffalo Bills fan, or a Giants fan?
Giants fan. Giants won yesterday. It was beautiful to watch that.
Well, we have a former Jet in here. He's a friend. I think he was a Bill too. So I know he's not on the New York list, but he played there. He's a friend of mine, and I wanted you to meet him.
Who is he?
His name's Walt.
Walt? What's going on, Walt?
Yeah, he just pulled up.
Yo, what's good?
What's good, Walt?
Oh man, nothing cooling. Getting it cracking on this Mint Day, baby. But no, I love your energy, man. I can totally relate to it because at the end of the day, bro, like we're building. Like I know for sure I'm building. It's been a lot of IRL stuff we already did with our project with the Cannonball Club, and I'm not shilling or anything. I'm just
go for it
because it's like people just if it don't mint out in 4 minutes, it's not successful. But it's like if you compare it to the successful stuff we done did in real life, it's like you can go kick rocks, bro.
That's for sure.
And like real life, big brand partnerships. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, don't let that stuff stress you out.
I like goofing around and stuff. I'm not stressed out at all. I just want to execute. Like my biggest thing is execution. Once this is done, moving to the next phase, execute. That's all I have in my mind, and building something that's something that's necessary. A lot of people build things that there's 5,000 other things that are doing the same thing. So what's the point? Like what are we really creating? We're not creating anything. I'm not saying that like healthy competition isn't good. It's good, but there's 5,000 of you guys. Like I mean, like we don't need 5,000. Maybe because then we spread out devs. Our devs get spread thin. Like we have a problem where like when we have so many projects and if there is really a true dev working on these projects, wouldn't it be better if there was like only instead of 5,000, 20 projects doing the same thing, and now you have devs that are available to go ahead and work on it to take it to the next level? That's kind of the way I kind of look at what the fuck is happening in this space and where are the resources being allocated. I think devs are actually more scarce than Bitcoin is. When people talk about the scarcity of Bitcoin, well, I think devs are more scarce than Bitcoin actually is.
Oh, hands down, because they taking contracting jobs with some of these big companies, and like they like, I'm gonna focus my energy over here, and if you want my time, then you're gonna have to pay me a lot more. So.
By the way, you play for all three New York teams?
No, just the Bills and the Jets.
I'm trying to think. Like, I don't want you to like obviously blow up your name there, but I was like, I'm trying to think like who. I would. I definitely.
Walter Powell Jr.
Yeah, I played from 14 through 18.
Okay. I probably used him. I probably used you in Madden, bro. So it's all good. And it's funny because like, so you're a former athlete, um, and I've always been. We have G Sports, part of the company which we're building up, and O'Day Osborne, who is an MMA fighter, who's a top MMA fighter. We're working with some other people to get them on. Um, we're always talking about, okay, like passive income, and I've talked to NFL players, former NFL players as well about this. Even Des Bryant, I had conversations with Des Bryant, and I'm like, you want to build a system where, especially like NFL players, you guys, the lifespan of an NFL player is what, 3 to 4 years. That's just the average.
No, it's 2 years.
So it's even less. So there you go. Okay. Passive income should be super important because you guys are playing your entire lives to get into a league, and like, how many people get the chance? Like, you have to be, when people say like players suck, like, I'm like, no, that player doesn't suck. He might not be like on the same level as other players, but that man made that league and he didn't suck. But okay, so once you get into that league, practice squad, whatever, like on the 53-man roster, and you get that contract, are you now focused on making passive income from the money that you're receiving? And I think most athletes aren't, but that's only because that education wasn't provided. And that doesn't just stand with NFL athletes. That goes for anybody who finally gets into the six digits. The way our system is set up, we are not taught how to be financially responsible. But that's because if we were taught to be financially responsible, then we would put the banks out of a fucking job. Like, their industry would completely collapse. They would have nobody to charge percent to. There would be no Mercedes Benz or BMWs to sell, because that's the first thing that people attack as soon as they get newfound money. Oh, I got to get this money. I got to buy somebody a house. I got to do. No, you got to shut the fuck up. You got to relax for a few minutes. Figure out, okay, I got this check. I'm gonna need to pay taxes on this shit. And with all this leftover money, do I take $50,000 and make it into 150, and then use, out of that $150,000 out of passive income, do I use it to buy that useless BMW that I'm going after? That's the shit that's not taught, because, like, again, we're only taught the basics, so we're basically good enough to just work that job that we're given. So we do not, you know, have any thoughts about leaving that position to create our own positions in life.
No, I agree. I definitely agree 100%. And I feel like with the new age athlete, just over the last, about 4 years, just financial literacy has definitely been the key focus for a lot of just athletes lately. And thank God, when I got into the league, my brother, he told me to buy properties, and that's what I did with my money. I bought properties, and sure enough, when everything was, once the pandemic hit, I was able to liquidate a few just to, have some more capital. But I mean, I feel like for anybody though, just like if you coming up on, six figures or even, 50K, you should start looking into investing in getting a property, invest in some flips, invest in, just renting property, owning and renting, and should take those properties, leverage that to put down on another property, and just keep, rinse, wash, and repeat. Because I feel like, real estate, that's the easiest play outside of, trading guys, trading and stuff. But yeah, no, I'm definitely with you on that one.
That's dope. And that's good that you had somebody who was in your ear and said, you know what? hey, Walt, you need to invest into real estate. Like that's what real estate. You're never gonna lose on real estate. Like,
Oh, hands down. Because my older brother, he played in the league for 3-4 years, but he also filed bankruptcy. Being a 21-year-old coming up on close to $1 billion, like it was crazy. But now, I just was able to learn from his mistakes and listen to that advice. But yeah, I mean, the trend is forever repeating itself, but I think now, like I said, for athletes and just people in general, they're starting to see it's a lot of ways to create passive income, and the easiest way to get in there is shoot through real estate.
you can't be real estate. Real estate, I mean, Grant Cardone is out here. He's now on Spaces. That's funny. You see Grant Cardone on Spaces now, but you can't. Real estate is king. Like real estate. One thing I've learned from Grant Cardone, I've had the privilege to like talk to him once or twice, is that one thing he made this. He told athletes, and like he was like talking to hip hop rappers and athletes. He was like, "Yo, why are you spending your hard earned money on useless shit, man? You take passive income and put that shit into real estate, have those checks come in, and then go buy your fucking Bugattis and all that shit. You're wasting like a lot of people do that. I talk about this all the time. People go out, take money, spend money to show off to people. Meanwhile, these people that you think are your friends, they can care less because it's only good for 5 minutes. You're going home with that car note, that insurance note. You're going home with every note possible, and you're gonna work overtime for it. That's so stupid, man. Make your money work for you and not the opposite. And that's I think
That's the truth.
that's one thing that you can learn in this space. That's one thing you can learn in Web3 is that like you will now understand what the value of money is. Like, and I hope that people sit back, especially in the bear market, and say, okay, I understand the market conditions and all that shit, but I now understand uh, the value of money. I know how precious it is. I now have control of my money. I'm going to make sure that I'm going to put my money to work for me. Uh, just the same way as the banks go ahead and use your money to, make it work for them. Um, yeah, that's fucking the coolest part. Go ahead, Daniel.
Yeah, I was just gonna say OX have brand.
I forgot my hand up. I actually put my hand up, and then David actually said what I was going to add. But I'll also add one thing: people who are not financially savvy and people who do not know how to generate income, and I say this from my own experience because I'm one of them, or was at least. Um, Being employed and working for companies, working for like a minimum wage or like a salary that's never going to give that to you or never going to give you that financial independence that people talk about, um, are an easy way to keep people in line and to keep people happy with the bare minimum. So it's almost like um, you deprive people of so much and then you give them a little bit and it's like, oh my god, wow, that's amazing. So um, I do think in big part it's a control thing. I also think it is becoming increasingly difficult to own anything, from property to cars to starting your own business and whatever. It's just becoming more and more difficult. So people need to learn how to do it now. Otherwise, just look at people my age, for example, like how difficult it is to buy a home or to own your own home in this day and age versus what it was like before, like when my parents were doing it or grandparents even. So yeah. Also, a lot of shit is being bought up by the same people, so I'd keep an eye out for that too, because the distribution of ownership of all assets globally is just that owner count, I guess, or that variation is just decreasing all the time. Yeah, I just wanted to add that.
That's why OX, it's just for me, especially when it came to real estate, just understanding the tricks and all the tricks of the trade. Like especially when properties get like foreclosed and she put up for auctions. It's this thing out in St. Louis called LRAs, and I'm just throwing a little gem. And this how I started with all my properties. They were like properties that were literally on this site for $1,000 all the way up to like $25,000. But of course, they, it took about, anywhere between, $15,000 to $35,000 of renovation. But then from there, once you got it up, so you could go ahead and Section 8 it out, and then do that. Once again, you also fall into some gyms on some LRA sites, and they're in every state as far as homes that get foreclosed, and you just buy them cheap, clean them up, and then just repurpose them. And I feel like that's a very lucrative way, especially when you tap in with hard money lenders, especially, if you got good credit and you got some constant income. Like, you don't have to be in the NFL. You just got a little liquid. You can definitely make some stuff happen. But yeah, real estate is, it's the long game, but it's so many ways to get into space. But yeah.
By the way, David, I probably should introduce you to Walt, and Walt came a long time ago. So just thought I'd say that. We got him now, though. He's a Cali boy. He's with me. Most of the people I talk to, actually, I've met in real life, like Zaina, Walt, and all these people. So, anyways, I think y'all should have met in Spaces a long time ago. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, been here since 2008. So yeah.
That's because like AJ is an asshole. He doesn't introduce people to anybody. But you won't have that in my spaces because I'll introduce everybody. Emily, what up?
Hey, how's it going? It's been a minute.
It's been a minute, man.
Oh, I have been grinding, but we're making progress, and that's exciting.
I got what, like 35,000 of the punks.
My pumpkin spices, there's no way you have that many. But you definitely, you're one of our whales, and I love that about you.
I'm a whale. Yes, I support real legitimate projects. Yes, I try to go ahead and do that.
It is a legitimate project. Tell me, what's G3 verse? I'm so out of the loop. I suck.
I'm gonna let somebody on the panel discuss it because
You sick of it?
no, I'm not. I'm actually I'm just trying to save my my voice because I'm feeling like this is going to be like an all nighter here. I think we mint out shortly. I'm just waiting for 6 o'clock.
I've been struggling with Web3 on my computer lately. I guess sites, the way that the plugin works, the wallet plugin, everyone uses the same library. And the way that it works is it's going and checking to see if you have what browser extension available. And it's like, oh, do you have a MetaMask browser extension? Whatever. And then it pops it up, so you're able to click on that, and it prompts it. And on every fucking Web3 site that I use, it's been not connecting or realizing it's there. And I have a fucking macOS Ventura update to download, so I'm hoping this is the culprit. And then I can go mint something, because I've missed out a lot lately as a result. Even selling something for cheaper than I wanted to sell it, which is I thought I had delisted it, and then I didn't, and then OpenSea is always broken, especially with this fucking browser extension problem. Anyways. Hopefully there's some left for me by the time my computer installs a whole new operating system.
I hope so too, but I hope not, because I hope you have to go on the secondary. No, I'm just kidding. I don't, whatever you guys do. I'm messing with you. It's whatever.
You're so funny. Hey, happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah.
Let's go.
Yeah, just everybody got to love Hanukkah. You get nothing. It's just get $10 and a dreidel. I'm keeping it real, bro.
Dude, I got a fact check. I don't know about you.
Yeah, listen, Hanukkah, you get nothing on Hanukkah, man. I grew up getting I got $10 on Hanukkah. I go over my friend's house. This dude's getting a Sega Genesis. I'm a little bit older than some people here, but fucking Sega Genesis and shit like that. I'm yo, where did I go wrong?
Funny story about Sega Genesis.
Go ahead, go for it.
You ready for this? Okay, so my brother is like the luckiest motherfucker on the planet. And he always has been. And it's always made me absolutely insane because I am deeply unlucky. Like, if something, if there's a short straw to be drawn, I will find it and pull it. So, if you want to go to Vegas, play cards next to me, you'll win, I'll lose. Um, I grew up in the Bay Area. There's a little town called Sunnyvale in the Bay Area, and they used to have a Toys R Us. And what's special about this Toys R Us is that it's haunted. And like legitimately haunted, like no joke. There's lots and lots of reports online if you look it up. Just seriously haunted Toys R Us, they'll pop right the fuck up. Creepy shit, like the water would turn on in the bathrooms by themselves, and like teddy bears would kind of go floating down the aisle, or like dolls' eyes would move when they're just like sitting there. Like a bicycle would go kind of rolling its way through, like creepy, creepy, creepy stuff. Harmless, but like so. This was the Toys R Us of my childhood. And one time we were there and they were having a sweepstakes. So you like enter into it, right? Like fill out your little form. And it was to win a Sega Genesis, Sega Game Gear, every single game on the market, and a birthday party to Malibu Grand Prix, which was like go-karts, in a limo with like a pizza party, like an awesome fucking birthday package. So my brother wins it. That's on to Toys R Us. Definitely grew up Sega and Sega Game Gear and not Nintendo 64 because that was the other one. Why the fuck would you have both? Especially if you won that prize.
Join me as I was in Atlantic City and I wasted I don't know how much money on that fucking slot machine. I don't gamble. It was just one of those like, okay, let me just do it because everybody's fucking annoying. And as I leave and win nothing, a woman in a fucking electrical scooter, had to be 86 years old, with that fucking card attached to her shirt with the card that goes. You guys know.
Leash on it.
Yeah, the fucking points card fucking goes into the machine. Fucking comes in first hit $2,600. Bam. I wasn't happy for her.
No, you warmed it up for her.
Absolutely. Fucking yeah, consolation prize was a fucking beer, man. I was like, get the fuck away from me. Like I was so pissed off. Yo, I was about to pull a Larry David moment on her. Like, yo.
She got to upgrade her scooter. Right? You should split that with me because I warmed it up, obviously. I'm entitled to have.
Horrible. I think I could do it on purpose. I think it's a staff member. Might be actors. She's probably an actress.
I gotta ask you though, was that in a Trump casino or was this after the fact?
No, this was it's the Bogota. Yeah. It was there, and I was just fucking pissed the entire time. I was like, this is bullshit. Like this is a whole setup. It's a complete and utter setup. Oh, but don't worry, I got points. I got points to go ahead and eat some free food at the. I was like, this is stupid. No wonder people lose all their money there. Where are you gonna go? By the way, where are you going there? Like every house. Honestly, when I was driving in there, I thought I was gonna die. All those houses, those are they look like abandoned houses, but apparently people live in them. You stop at a red light. I don't know. I pressed on the gas. I went right through it. I was out.
It's like a little sketchy there, right?
Super. You got a bunch of like fucking. I don't know. That shit is weird. Weird as hell. I haven't been to Atlantic City a lot. But that shit is super. I don't know. They get you because it's a 3 hour drive back to back to New York, man, or it feels that way. So what the fuck are you doing? You're going broke. If you go in there, you're going broke. That's all I can say. Like you are gonna leave broke because if you're competitive, oh, you going broke.
Dude, I used to go
Let's get this going, Matt. My ass hurts. My ass hurts from sitting down. I have to look.
Nothing to lose. Gas was like $1.
We are on YouTube. Just to give you an update, we are up to 680, 6872, 6872. That's where we are right now. Actually, 6873 now. 6873. We are rolling. Let your friends and family members know. Tell them what is good. Please, my ass hurts.
Oh, we're waiting for you to unmute here.
Oh boy, I don't know if I should take off my shirt. Maybe if I take off my shirt, it's gonna go ahead and make you guys inspire you guys to get out there. Let them know about G Media. Let's go. Let's go. At this point, I'm naked. I've taken off my jacket at this point. I'm showing off. Obviously, you see the guns. You guys already know I'm training and working out. Two different things. Training and working out are two different things. So, guys, let's go, man. Seriously, my ass hurts in this chair. I'm gonna make sure to definitely replace this chair, man. This chair, man, is not good for your ass.
weeks.
I am.
I max minted for my visa. That they allow
I'm so tired.
there
Okay.
for 30 days at a time. So
I am
I was like,
tired.
screw it, I'll stay here the whole freaking time.
Gotcha. Let me. Again.
What'd you say?
Proposed by me. It was a community.
OnlyFans didn't fully support my privates as I tweeted out there. I was rejected by OnlyFans. I was probably the only fan content creator that was rejected by OnlyFans ever in its history, bro. Like, what the fuck was that? That was fucked up.
And we're all for giving you a second chance on the Web3. So please, yeah.
Almost 4 hours on here. Almost 4 hours. Bankman would have already bought all the mints. I'm just saying.
That's very true.
He would have tried to get me into his pocket like he did with the block, but I would have rejected him real hard.
I do think with this
get it right. And I believe the reason is because you have to actually.
All right, guys, I'm going to disconnect from YouTube and off of Twitter Live. So if you guys want to check me out, Twitter Spaces is going to be continuing. We're gonna run it until we mint it all out. So you should jump in there and maybe I'll come back on later tonight. I don't know, but probably not. Probably stay on Spaces to celebrate with everybody as we mint this out. Have a great night, guys.